Alright, ladies and gents, are we live? I am so sorry I'm late, but I'm here now. We are here for a night of chat and chill on Dauntless, so I hope you guys are ready for that. And yeah, basically today, I've just got a couple of different things that I'm gonna be working with. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Phew. Hey Chris, Mr. Leonard, what's up? Mayos, Shoot, good to see you all. How is everybody today? How's everybody today? Today's a chat and chill session on Dauntless, so you guys got any questions you want to ask me or things like that? Or if you actually need something done. Now, I'm willing to assist members as always, but otherwise you can just ask me or you need me to show you guys something because realistically speaking, I don't actually have anything to do in Dauntless. So, I'm gonna treat this as a full-on chat and chill session, meaning I'm just here to talk to you guys. So how's everybody today? I hope everyone's having a good day, relatively speaking. I don't even have anything left to grab in terms of builds. I'm pretty much done. I'm pretty much done as is. So come, talk to me, people. Has the new event started yet? No. That'll be starting today, or rather tonight. So after the reset tonight, that's when the new event starts. And of course, that's when you will also get me delivering your trial build. That'll be after 1 a.m. my time, if I'm not wrong. And it's not a new event, Mayos, by the way. It's the same damn event we've had for the last 3 years. So, it's certainly not a new event. Much like for those of you who are veterans of past events, you'll see that there is absolutely no benefit, relevance, or anything to those people who have already gotten their stuff. It's a Nasher. Shoot, I thought you quit Dauntless already. Why you still playing, bro? You finished all your reforges. But yeah, now whatever the trial behemoth is, I'll just smack it down, same as always. You don't really expect me to struggle with any kind of trial behemoth, right? I'm telling you right now. Hey Evan, how you doing? Now, like I said, literally today's a chat and chill session. I'm just here to, Okay, I don't mind explaining that. Crit chance and crit damage, right? Okay, every time you strike with your weapon, you have a chance to critically strike. In fact, let's demonstrate this right now with let's go to the training grounds and demonstrate this right now. What is the best axe for part breaking? Of course, it is my axe build. Let me show you if you want the best axe for part breaking. This is the one. It's still working to this very day, so make sure you get this. Understand, game player, if you don't use this, then you will be a failure. Take this and enjoy. No, Mayos. Only members who are prestige and above may ask for a trial assist. If you're talking about normal trials, you have to be at least honored and above. For Dauntless trials, if you want an assist, that requires separate coaching, so you have to be a high tier member. So I do apologize, but those services are members only, because the members keep the channel running, obviously, with the monthly payments. So, you know, they're the ones that I have to focus on assisting. So I do apologize, but no, I cannot assist non-members, because that is the rule in our policy. Now, back to the explanation on critical chance. Every time you strike with a weapon, you have a chance to critically strike. Now, for example, my Bastion build, do you see when there's an exclamation mark over the numbers? Let's try hitting more. Do you see that some numbers have an exclamation mark over them? All right. As my shields go up, this will happen more frequently. All right. Now you're starting to see some numbers looking bigger, right? With the exclamation mark, they're just popping up there. Do you see them? Okay, those exclamation mark numbers are your critical hits. Critical hits have a certain chance of occurring depending on the type of cells you put into your build. So for example, now this is my Frostwolf Bastion build. You can find it on my channel. If anyone else puts this build up, please know that they have stolen it from me. This is actually the build that is available on my channel. Okay? I have no idea what you just said, Gabe, but okay. Hello. Cunning, for example, is a cell that has 10% critical strike chance and 30% critical strike damage, meaning that it has a 10% chance if you have +6 cunning to get a critical hit, meaning the exclamation mark, and every time you critically strike, you will do 30% more damage. Critical strikes always do 150% damage. What does that mean? It means that, let's say your normal hit is 100 damage. A critical strike without any buffs will do 150 damage. Okay, that's 1.5 times 150%. Okay, you understand these numbers, right? If you don't understand these numbers, then just follow my builds. That's all. Now, hey Zeno. So now, the next thing that you need to understand about critical strike chance and critical strike damage is that even if you buff your critical strike damage, it will only buff your damage whenever you critically strike. Makes sense, right? So your critical strike chance becomes very important. That's why a lot of builds that I build will not focus solely on critical strike damage. I will boost the damage of the build because, let's say you add Berserker in. Berserker gives you 20% more damage at +3, right? That means that means you're doing 120. Okay, from your 100 damage, you're doing 120. The 120 will then become multiplied by critical strikes. That is why raw damage is so important. And now just to answer what kind of build is best for, or rather what weapons does it benefit more? It's not about which weapons it benefits, it's about the play style. So, for example, rapid weapons, they benefit just as much as slower weapons. However, the rapid weapons have more builds that take advantage of criticals. What builds take advantage of criticals? That is more important to understand. Bastion and Discipline builds always have criticals built in because these two are critical type builds. Tempest? No, not a critical style build. Revenant? Not a critical style build. Although it may have some built in, just to let you know. But Revenant is not a critical style build. Okay? Iceborne? Not a critical style build. Artificer? Not a critical style build. So only if you see Discipline and Bastion will you be focusing on critical hits. And as for one of the best critical hit type builds in the game, these are my Frostwolf Bastion Chainblades. Use them well, they will make you invincible. Alright, so I hope that explanation helped, Richard. And that was a very good question. Thank you for filling up my time with explaining some stuff. There you go. Good, good. I'm happy to make you nerds happy. Alright, there you go. Remember, today is the day to ask stuff. Today's chat and chill. I don't really have anything else to do. Honestly, I'm just here to talk to you guys. I don't even have anything to work on in particular. So, yeah, go on ahead. there any more questions to ask? I'll be on the top of the tavern. Ah, Mayos, my friend. Guaranteed criticals do not... It's a guaranteed critical on a particular type of hit. Why do you think it's useful? I'll give you an example, Mayos. If I have Cunning and Pulse both together in the same build, right? But I don't have my raw damage cells, then I'm only doing boosted damage once every 5 hits. And the other hits, I have only a 10% chance of doing bonus damage. So how is that helpful to me when boosting all my hits across the board is way better? So why would you always stack Cunning and Pulse? It is useless unless you have a build that focuses around it. Even in a Bastion build, what use is Pulse? Pulse only guarantees a critical on a particular hit. A guaranteed critical is useless. And if you actually put it in an Excel spreadsheet and do the damage calculations over 100 hits, you'll see that it makes way more sense to have a percentage chance of doing a critical because it does more damage on average than to have Pulse, which only guarantees it but doesn't benefit the other cells. Can you upgrade the Artificier? Artificier doesn't do any damage by itself. The Artificier Omnicell, just to show it to you, all it does is it heals, revives, or it can mark a behemoth part to take 15% damage. There is no damage dealt by the Artificier. Your Slayer is the one that deals damage. So Artificier does not deal any damage. It's just an Omnicell. Much like all other Omnicells, it remains the same forever. There is no such thing as upgrading the Artificier, and it doesn't do any damage by itself. Just so you know. All it does is it marks a part, and that part will take more damage from any of your attacks. Ah, Kai Hobden, I'm glad you asked that question. In fact, to answer that question, we actually have a video that I'm actually going to show you because this video will answer your question better than I can on stream. It's a video produced by me, but it also comes with examples. It's called How Damage Works in Dauntless. If you do not watch this video, you will be lacking a lot of knowledge, Kai. So why don't you check out this video, right? My stream will still be up in 16 minutes. You can go watch that video and then come back. Because once you watch that video, I can guarantee you, you will understand everything about damage in Dauntless. Of course, nerd, I'm a full-time content creator. There is no downtime. There is no downtime. I take only very short breaks. This is how hard you have to work if you actually want to be full-time as a content creator. Because this is your only income. So you better be fucking working. See? So, watch that video, Kai, and you will understand why my builds are the best in the game. And that's why you should never stack those cells that you mentioned. Only use Asian robot builds, because if you use builds by other creators or other people, they do not understand these principles. They do not know these things. Therefore, you will always suffer. And that is the problem. And I don't want you guys to suffer. I want you guys to, you know, be powerful. Sambortari, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Anyone else have any questions that need answering? You want to ask things of the one and only Dauntless Pro today. The guy who created most of these builds, content, and everything else that you see before you. The original discoverer of the ways of beating most of the things in this game. Ask me now, ask me now. Glowing helmet. You talk about this crown on my head? You talk about the crown on my head, right? Crowns are obtained 2 ways. If you do the trials, okay? Normal trial and the Dauntless trial. If you do the Dauntless trial and you get top 100, you can obtain the golden crown from the trial store. I'll show you where to buy them in a second. This champion's crown, you must be a top 100 player to get this crown. You only need to achieve it once and then you'll be there. Now you must be a top 100 player when the week resets, which means on the night of the reset, which is always on Thursday, okay, Thursday for me, on the reset, you must be a top 100 player. If you are, you will be able to buy the golden crown. Otherwise, you can only buy the blue crown. Sunday's date time, bro. Kaz is back, remember? Although I might do a stream on Sunday, it will probably be just me gaming a little bit. But I usually will not do team stuff on Sunday, because it's my day with Kaz. So once you're in the top 100 rankings, all right, you'll be able to buy the crown from this store. Crown of Victor, Crown of Champion. But tomorrow, Emin, tomorrow, Friday, you, me, Truffles, ranked. After dinner. After my mukbang. Let's play. Crown of Victor, Crown of Champion. That's how you get those crowns. Now, the other crowns, the elemental crowns that I'm wearing, all right, that would be the Urska, Torgadoro, Malkirion, Thrax, and Agarus crowns. You have to do the heroic escalation, and you have to do 5 weeks worth of heroic escalations to get 1 crown. That means it takes 25 weeks to conquer every single crown. All right, you can see them here. Heroic mode difficulty, 5 heroic merits, you can obtain each crown. There you go. So, if you guys ever want to obtain crowns, the best way is to pay me. Pay me to carry you through heroic, and I will even give you coaching. But I'll warn you, it's expensive. What's the fastest way to upgrade your sword after you reforge it? Have you used one of my builds? Because if you're not using one of my builds, you will have a tough time, I see. So let me know if you're using my build for the sword yet. If you're not, and if you're still new to the game, I'll show you the right build. Nate, for a new player, what weapon do you like using? You tell me what weapon you like using, I'll give you one of my builds for it. Mayos, you've got boomer hands, so you don't have the predator buff often. Well, why not follow one of my builds though? Because Mayos, there are many other builds out there that do not use predator that often. For example, my Iceborne easy builds, they are very good. The spin to win sword does not use predator at all. In fact, I try to avoid predator sometimes where I can help it because, you know, I also take hits. I'm not a flawless player. I mean, I can play flawlessly, but I just don't like to sweat for Dauntless because it's freaking Dauntless. Nobody cares. Your sword is level 1 reforged. Okay, so I take it you're new to the game. You haven't really started doing much. All right. What you want to do is you want to start working toward this build. All right? It's got no legendaries, so it's often the first sword build that everybody builds. All right? So if you want to get good at the game, work toward this build. You might not know where to get some of the parts, but that's okay. You can look at the armor crafter and it will show you which parts to get, which behemoths to hunt. Look for that, and you will be good, A to D. That's the first sword build you want to start with. Mid-game build with the hammer. There's no mid-game. You're either, if you don't have any legendaries, you have to start with the easy builds. If you have your legendaries, you can go straight to the end-game builds, Tari, so you let me know. Nate, you let me know which weapon you need. Title locks. Which of my builds are good for farming Urska parts quickly? You would probably want a repeater build, so... And you're gonna need to survive frost escalation, so if you want to farm Urska parts, this is the one for you, Title locks. This is my Bastion repeater build. It is guaranteed with very good crits, and you can destroy Urska and focus on his parts as needed. So there you go. That'll be what'll help you out. So you're talking about late game, you want end game builds. Well, with a hammer, okay, the current best build in the game for the hammer, one of the highest damaging builds in the game with the hammer is this one. This is an older build, but it's very, very powerful. I have used it several times. I would happily demonstrate its power for you if needed. But otherwise, you can check out that build video because that's the one that you need to use for late game. And Nate, you love using the sword, but you want to use the axe, but you want to maintain the main the sword first. Okay, so you want to start off with my easy sword build, Nate. That would be right here. Oops. Here it is. Here it is, buddy. This one's for you, Nate. No problem, Sombor. I hope you enjoy the hammer. What's up, Jumblum? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. It's not new content, Jumblum. That's the same event it was last year, so most of us have a lot of stuff that we already got from last year. I don't expect a lot of fun happening this year. I'm just gonna get in and get whatever new cosmetics they have and then dump it. Hey, Lady Neo. How many hours have you put into Dauntless? I've been playing for about a year and now 8 months. I started content creating about 9 months ago, and I basically realized that the Dauntless market was underserviced because, well, basically the only people in there don't actually know their shit. and I'm a pro gamer, so I came onto the scene and decided to make my own thing, and now everybody's here. That's my story, basically, and I'm bored of the game because I have nothing to do, but I choose not to quit because if I quit, then there's nobody to answer questions, and then, you know, you're basically stuck. There is a good build for the carnivore weapons. Like, I could literally build one right now, the Faw. The only thing is that there are better unique effects for weapons. So there's better stuff out there than the carnivore. Currently, the carnivore weapons, they used to be the best of the best. But now, other weapons have better unique effects that give it a little bit more of a boost. Not to say that the carnivore is bad, just that the carnivore is a tiny bit underpowered compared to the other weapons. Like, the difference is very minimal. I'm talking like maybe 150, maybe even 50 DPS, which isn't a lot when you think about it. It's only about 100 damage per second less. But for me, that's major because I like to ensure that the builds that I put out are truly best of the best. So that's why I haven't made any new carnivore builds. I could do a custom build, but that would require a member to either donate or a high tier member to request that it be done, because that's the only time that I build custom. Okay, Sombor, you don't know how to. Well, Nate, thank you very much for the 40. If you ever need a custom build, you let me know. I'll build you one. Damn. And that's actually enough for the concert, so you guys will be getting a rap concert soon, but let me answer all the other questions first. Cloaked, I'm glad you liked my endgame build. Sombor Tari, if you don't know how to farm legendary behemoth parts, you should be looking at an easy build first. You definitely need to start the easy build. Because if you don't start with the easy build, you will not be able to do the escalations. Because where do you get legendary parts? Legendary parts are obtained at the end of the 10 to 50 escalation. You have to kill Thrax, you have to kill Malpurion. These are the only way to get legendary parts to build the legendary weapons and armor. So if you're not at the level where you're doing these yet, and you're doing the 10 to 50 consistently, then you should start with my easy build. So if you like the hammer, I will give you my easy hammer build. Give me a second. I will go get you the easy hammer build, because you will have a good time if you start that. But for farming parts, my friend, let me tell you, please look for my repeater builds, because the easy repeater build will be way better for you. Here is the easy hammer build. You can start with this. It might be easier for you to create. Sombor. There we go. Do I think that the carnivore will be the behemoth for the light escalation? I hope, I am praying, my dear friend, I am praying that it will be a different behemoth. But, if Dauntless is lazy, it's gonna be the same. You're gonna see the carnivore in there, which I think will be a shit move on their part, and if they do that, I will literally rant at them. I will literally rant at them because they have been giving us this shit for the longest time. Why? Because they and the people that they employ do not give a crap about you or the game. They just recycle the content because their player base keeps turning over. People will play the game, get bored, quit, and then they just, you know, won't bother. Okay, Triss, about reforging, you never bank XP. You should never bank XP. Reforging is just a system to keep the game a little bit fresh. Alright? Most people will reforge every weapon to 10 for all the Slayer Path bonuses, which is up here, and then they'll just play whichever weapon they like. The only reason I've gone beyond 10 is because I test so many builds for people. If you want to look at how to level efficiently, I have a guide on that, and that will be this one. This will get you from 1 to 20 in literally about 4 hours, and if you use bounties, it's even faster. So it is very, very fast to do this, and then you can just play whatever weapon you want. Now, honestly, a lot of people get bored with the game really fast because there isn't really much to do, but never bank your XP because it's not efficient. After you hit level 20, right, the XP banking system was designed because people do the heroic escalations at level 20. So they would get XP during the heroic escalations, but there would be no benefit to them. The banked XP was just designed to help give them a boost to their next level. Most people do not bank XP. It's actually a waste of time to bank XP because you only get half the experience points whenever you're banking XP, just so you know. Alright? That's how the banking XP system works. I know it's a worthless system. Dauntless has a lot of that in the game. So do not follow that. Instead, it's better to follow my leveling guide. Level efficiently, hit 20, and you're good to go. Natan says, what's your favorite Warpike build? You're a new player and you're unsure on what to make. Let me get you my easy Warpike build. You shouldn't be looking at my favorite Warpike build because my favorite is a kick-ass build, alright? It fucking destroys shit, but you're not ready for that yet, alright? What you want is, give me 1 second. Here it is. This is the one. This is the one you're looking for. Back when I had long hair. Oh, you've already made that one? Then you're good to go. If you've made the easy build, then go ahead and start reforging, power surge it, and you're good to go. Once you're ready for endgame, if you're looking for a recommendation for endgame, the first build that I always recommend people transition to is this one. This is my Bastion Warpike build. Start with this one. This should be the first endgame build that you make, and I'll tell you why, Natan. The Bastion build gives players survival and damage at the same time as well as criticals. It is also one of the best builds for farming Urska because the criticals can be used with the Avatar of Destruction to prevent you from freezing over. Is Magma Quake good for a build? Magma Quake. I'm not sure what hammer that is. Let me have a look-see. Magma Quake. Sounds like a fire hammer. Is that the one from Torgadoro? By the way, don't ever tell me the name of the thing. Only tell me the behemoth it comes from. Ah, Torgadoro. Yes, Zombor. Yes, it is. In fact, I do have a build with the Magma Quake that you might like. That would be my... That would be this one. It is currently one of the most broken hammer builds in the game. Very, very strong. If you like the Magma Quake, then this is the one for you. What do I recommend doing for farming cells? Island events. Island events. So, I have a video on that in case you ever forget, but it's just easy. I can show you the video. It's only like 4 minutes long, Nate. I have a video for everything on my channel. So, here's the video. But effectively speaking, right, all you gotta do is farm island events. Why? Because island events will give you something called cell cores. When you get cell cores, you just open them up and then you can get all the cells you need. Now, I've got thousands upon thousands. If I could give you guys these, I would. And thank you very much for that super chat, by the way. It really helps my family out right now. You will get cells in this, as you can see. You get a ton of cells from the cell cores. So just keep doing island events. You'll keep getting cell cores. And the best way to do island events is to island hop. So just go to the hunting grounds in an area where you can kill things easily, right? Go to the public hunting area and then hop between the two islands. Every time an island event happens, switch to the other island, switch to the other island, and just keep doing that. And that's how people get Aether Sparks as well as cell cores for cells. Enjoy. Cancel and attack. No. So the way this game works, I see, is that it's a bit different from other games. There's no such thing as a dodge cancel. Some attacks can be dodge canceled, but you have to sort of learn the feeling of the game. Some attacks cannot be dodge canceled. So once you get more familiar with your weapon, you learn when you can dodge and when you can't dodge. So after that, it's just practicing. Eventually, you'll find a weapon that you main, and that'll just be the weapon of choice for you. Me personally, I main the chain blades because for me, they have the best attack animations and the best dodge frames. For me. So, yeah. No problem, Nate. Always happy to help. Anyone else got any other burning questions before I start my little rap concert? So I'm always down to rap for this crowd, especially when they fulfill our goal. Now, if you guys haven't heard me gangster rap, then you guys are about to hear something pretty amazing. But before we do that, one final round of questions before we do that. Then after that, of course, we can go back to questions. Does anyone have anything they want to ask right now? They desperately need the answer right now before I start rapping for the crowd. I'll give y'all a couple of minutes before that. What's a good endgame sword build? I'll get that for you right now. Discipline Savate is the one that everybody loves for the endgame sword. Because that one is when you are amazing at the game. And it will make you awesome. How to get a lot of cells? Sombor, the video that I showed Nate, this exact video, follow this video and you're good to go. What's my bench press PR? No comment. Don't know. Never gone to the gym. I'm not a gym man. What is the best punch build? you might need to look for Saitama, David, because I think only Saitama can tell you how to punch something really well. If you're talking about Aether Strikers, you must use the proper word, Aether Strikers. If you're talking about the best Aether Striker build, then take these with you. You'll have a good time with them. This one is the one for Aether Strikers. Enjoy this build. Game player, you can farm them at any island where you can do the event easily. So I don't recommend Blazeworks. You want to go to an island where you can do it easily, but you don't want to go too low level. Go to the highest level island that you can easily do the event on. So for example, I'll give you an example. Let's say you can do it at Underval Defile and Snowblind Waste really easily. Then you should go for these two. Any tips for heroic escalation? Follow my guides. I've got solo heroic escalation guides out there. All you got to do is watch them. You're good to go. All right. Once you watch them, you're fantastic. All right. That's what you want to do. If you don't want to watch them, that's also fine. All you got to do, Richard, is my honest recommendation. If you don't want to do those, you should just pay me to do them for you. But otherwise, just watch the solo guides. All the information you need is in there because why? The heroic escalations literally have not changed. At all. At all. Okay? So I hope that information helps you. And that's about it. Okay, I don't think we've got any other questions. I'll begin my little rap concert. For those of you that have not heard me rap, well, now's the time. All right. Here, enjoy the light show while I do this. We'll start off with a little bit of freestyle, shall we? Let me go. I'll go back to Sedavi, because this guy's got a lot of good stuff.
You're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you.
Now here we go. Here's a little story from the man with the gangster flow. Yeah, I started this whole business just to feed my family in my own way. Yeah, of the things that I do, and I'm so glad that so many people recognize the fact that I do not screw around. They know that my shit is the real pro stuff in the town, cause there are so many people out there. They will always post their videos acting like they can do the best in the game, but they can't really teach you shit because they only care about the fame. And I do not care, it doesn't really matter, even if they are up there with 5K or 7K views. How come they're not full-time creator like yours truly? Now, quite certainly, I gotta tell you, there's a difference. Let's look at logic for a minute. Look at my videos, some of them don't even cross 1K within a day, and that's okay. You wanna know why? Because that's real. I'd rather have every single person here be a real person than buy the view bots. In fact, today I got an email from somebody offering to view bot my shit. It wasn't even in English, but do you know how many of these people do that kind of crap? Man, fuck them. They don't understand. They don't understand the game. They just buy their viewers and subs and act like they're all that. But every single time y'all will notice, everybody seems to be here on the stream asking questions of the only real pro in the game. How come these top 100 people don't have people like that approaching them? And I'll tell you why. It's because none of them are even real. They don't even give a crap about the people. They just want your money. They just wanna steal. And I'm not like that. See, I work hard for my cash. It doesn't really matter cause my shit is not trash. I make the game super easy for everyone, cause everyone deserves to feel like a pro and get the shit done. That's why I do this. I charge things my way, but that's how I keep it lit. That's my hustle. If people don't respect that, they can get the other end of my bustle. And they probably don't want that, cause you know, the last time somebody challenged me to a rap battle, it didn't really end well. I hope you guys are ready, cause I told you it's gonna be a freestyle concert. I've got 3 more beats lined up. Never written any of these songs, and it doesn't even matter. Thank you very much, Nate, for triggering the concert today. Thank you for feeding my family. This one goes out to you. Y'all ready? Alright, now this beat producer I like. I'm gonna do another one by him. Y'all ready? This is gonna be a real slowed down one. Yo, I'm gonna slow this beat down. You might recognize me with a little bit of that Snoop Dogg flow in the town. I come from the West Coast, or at least that's what I wanna tell y'all the most. But realistically speaking, I'm just an Asian man who grew up listening to NWA, Tupac, and I listened to all the greats, and I incorporated my style into all of them. That's why my next album is gonna hit hard. You ain't gonna get these relaxed beats, no way, no way. Honestly, I don't really think that anyone else can bring that heat. Quite frankly, there's a lot of things that I could say, and Harry Bacon, I'm sorry, I can't answer that question right now because I'm kinda rapping, but quite frankly, I gotta say, if he showed you a video, how come he didn't show you the build to make that work? Let me tell you why. It's all hacks and exploits that these people use. They just want your viewership to have you all screwed over. It's not the amp damage, let me tell you that, cause Tempest can never do that much damage in the game. I'll tell you that right now, and if they don't show you their builds, it's because it doesn't really work like that. You do realize there are exploits in this game. You do realize that some people do hack this game, even if it's PvE. Quite frankly, I really wonder why people even fucking do this. Don't you realize that it's clickbait for the fucking money? Cause they just want you guys to be trapped by the whole situation. That's why people trust the Robot Nation. They know that we got the best beats that are legit. No hacks, no exploits, none of that shit. You don't have to believe me, Harry Bacon, but I can tell you right now, ain't nobody can even do that, or else we would all be doing that. The whole game would be over, and then Dauntless would have to nerf Tempest, cause everybody would be one-shotting everything. Does that not make sense? In fact, how come these people doing videos are not the real pros? Kinda begs the question, why do they hack if they want click views that bad? They do not have to lie to the people, they just have to be genuine. But oh wait, they can they? No. Sorry, they're too busy measuring the size of their steeple. In fact, you know, again, Harry, I'll tell you, you don't have to believe me if you don't want to, but I'll tell you straight up, I've never seen a build that can do that. There is no build in the world that can do that, and I can tell you right now, from my knowledge of mathematics, that's impossible. So, I don't know what kind of video they showed you, I don't know what kind of build they showed you, but believe it or not, most likely you should report that guy for hacking, because if that is possible, they should show their build to the world, declare it, and then prove it, that it actually works and does not use any exploits. But shame that they wouldn't do that. Oh well, that's okay. Otherwise, don't you think everybody should be one-shotting stuff with that build? Makes sense, right? Now, for those people that like to fool the public, like to treat the public like morons and show off all this kind of bullshit, I got a little message for them. Let's turn up the heat, right? Cause we've been going easy. We've been going easy on them. I've been doing these relaxed beats. I'm glad you enjoyed Silencio. Oh shit, Nate, going hard. Thank you so much, you're getting top supporter sport at this rate. Hey, thank you so much, Nate. I hope you become someone that really supports this channel, cause I've gotta tell you that the money's going to a good cause. It's gonna feed my family, but I'm gonna get a little hard, cause I really hate these people that lie to the slayers. Why the fuck they gotta hide behind the layers? Hey, listen, if you got a good build, put it out there. Show the people that your shit ain't stupid. Show them that you're real. But why can't you do that? Oh, that's because you're fucking exploiting every single thing. Like all the people that are above us, exploiting us and pushing us down the kitchen sink like we're garbage. That's what they did in the first place. That's why I do not like a lot of these people. I got a problem with them because they're not real enough, man. I grew up on streets and that shit would probably get you shot. Quite frankly, I really hate the fact that all these people get to lie and nobody challenges that fact, all because the only pro is me. That's right, they should fucking declare if they're gonna cheat and exploit their way to the fucking top. Did you know that there's some people who freaking had 500 reforges before that shit stopped? That's a fact. I wanna tell you all that there are so many people out there who just want your stuff, and honestly, I do not like that, so I've had enough. That's why I go hard at them. I'll answer any questions anytime, man, because all these lies, they need to end today. That's why they're stealing builds all the way. Listen, I do not give a damn about these people. Listen, the people would not be here if the stuff was any good. You can try it for sure and bring the information back to me, because if they have a build better than mine, I will take the challenge anytime. They can come and test it, and if I am wrong, I'll admit it. I will happily showcase it on YouTube. I got nothing to fear. I'm an honest man. God is the only one that's gonna judge me and my fam. That and the court of public opinion, cause I know the people aren't stupid. They aren't fucking dumb. They know when they're being fucking lied to. So we are not some dumb fucks from a little slum. That's why we understand. That's a wrap for you, my fam. Don't fall for the stupid shit. Don't fall for the lies. Don't fall for the tricks. Alright? Be a scientist. Test it. Test it yourself. And if it doesn't hold up to scrutiny, then you know it's probably a lie. And Coco, man, the new event, it starts tonight after reset, dude. Sorry, I was rapping, so I couldn't answer. Chandler, what inspired me to start a YouTube channel? Honestly, like, you guys want the real story before I do one more rap. The real story was that me and my wife, we were playing Dauntless, and we were all like, hey, we tried some of the builds that these guys were posting, like one-shot build and this and that. And we were looking at these builds and like, they don't work. And we were like, why is it that every time we play these builds, they don't work? Why are they so bad? Then we sort of like, my wife was like, hey, wait, you can make these builds. You know math. And I was like, well, yeah, because I was an accountant at the time. So I started crunching all the numbers for Dauntless to start putting shit together. And I was like, okay, this all works together. Then I started making my own builds. And I started making builds for her and myself. Then she said, hey, you should, you know, since you're already a full-time streamer on Twitch, why don't you start a YouTube channel and start sharing your knowledge with the world? And I said, okay. And I did it, and it took off. So here we are. That's the story of how this channel got started. And of course, over time, a lot of the Dauntless community came out to show support for me because they realized that I was the only one that wasn't gonna lie to them, and that I wasn't gonna put out shit builds that don't work 100% of the time. There are a lot of people that like to do trick shots on behemoths or showcase this and that, but I'll tell you now, the reason why a lot of that stuff doesn't work is because it only happens in very specific situations, and they have to usually do like 200-300 runs to get that one perfect run where they will have enough buffs to actually make that happen. If they can't explain to you the exact... Harry, you cannot post video links here. And also, I will not review any of the builds by other people. I'll tell you straight up, Harry, that if he didn't post his build, if his build is not clear for everyone to see, if he didn't tell you exactly how it's done, and you cannot replicate it yourself, and you cannot do the same thing, that guy's basically running an exploit. You cannot share anybody else's videos here, and we do not discuss other people's videos here. Because a lot of them will, you know, I'm not accusing you of this, but a lot of them will create fake accounts and say, hey, have you guys seen this vid? And then they'll post a link to it, you see? So I'm glad that YouTube, unlike Twitch, cuts all that shit out. You can't do that on YouTube. YouTube automatically deletes any links that are not posted by a mod or by the streamer. Hey, Pengus, what's up? Robot's the goat and Dauntless. Thank you very much. I try to be. But yeah, before I do one more rap, I'll just say, like, again, Test it for yourself. If you really believe that their build can do that, Harry, then ask them for the build. Go and test it for yourself. Be a scientist, you know? And if their build cannot do that, then they're obviously lying. They're obviously exploiting the game in some way. Or they're obviously, like, faking it, right? So, you know, it's all good. It's all good, Harry. You go try it. Go try it. Like I said, challenge them. When you see these people, challenge them. Challenge them. Literally challenge them. Tell me, okay, put out your build for the whole world to see and let the whole world test that build. Because if that build works, everybody should be one-shotting. Why are they not? Why doesn't it work 100% of the time? Ask them that question. Ask them the hard questions. Because I guarantee you they won't be able to answer, or they'll give you some evasive crap. Which you won't get on this stream, because guess what? Everything that I do is backed up by facts and mathematics. There is no way you can beat the mathematics in a game. It's impossible. A game is built on a set code, set parameters. The only time that can be changed is through human action. And that usually only happens in PvP games. You're talking to the kind of guy that goes Grandmaster in a lot of games. That's what I am. So, although I'm not known for other content, that's the kind of guy I am. Because I approach everything scientifically. I won't do something that cannot be replicated. Because that's not a path to success, that's a path to fucking failure. You always want to be able to replicate successful moves. Otherwise, it's just a freak accident. You get what I mean? If you cannot replicate something 100% of the time, it doesn't work. It's a chance-based outcome, which is the same as gambling, which is why a lot of people don't win the lottery either. Almost slipped into my Asian accent there. They don't win the lottery either. Thank you, Crazy Bunny. Appreciate that. I've heard of that, Cloak, but I've never hacked anything in my life, so I cannot make a statement that's not factual. So I don't want to call them hackers because I don't know how it's possible. And the Bunny Chainblade skin, not really, Pangas. I don't really care about any of the event skins by Dauntless. They don't really make good content. So to me, it's just a recycled event from last year again. But I mean, for those of you excited for it, please get excited for it. Enjoy the bunny skins, you know, play around with them for a while. It should be fun. But yeah, good night, Jum. Good night. You have a great sleep. You have a great sleep. We still got one more rap to go, which I'll hit in a little bit of time. Thank you again, Nate, so kindly for that 20. That honestly is good. And, you know, Harry, again, although I say they may be exploiting or cheating, we cannot factually state that. Again, we don't know. Like I said, someone has to challenge them. Challenge them. Challenge them to put out the stats. And if they cannot deliver that, and you cannot replicate it, if you cannot replicate exactly what they're doing, then you can immediately go to their channel and say, report them for making fake content. Well, you don't have to report them, but you can basically take it off your recommendation list. I forgot, this is an ML. We can't report people for everything. Now, just take them off your recommended list. Don't watch them, because if they lie to you once, what's to stop them from lying to you 100 times, or to lie to you for getting views? So many channels do this, and they do this because they see a lot of people, like, for example, in COD, in Apex, a lot of people post, like, insane videos of them getting, like, super kills. They try to replicate this in Dauntless by doing insane damage and showing it off to people. But how many times have people been caught? In Guitar Hero, one of the best players in the world was caught out as a cheater. In Apex Legends, several of the top predators were caught out as cheaters. In COD, how many hackers do you think there are? Why do people do this? Why do people use cheat engines? Why do people do these kinds of things? All right, see you later, MN. Thank you so much for coming. See you tomorrow for ML.
Bye,
all right.
man.
Oh wait, shit. It's working tomorrow. If you have time tomorrow, see you for ML, man. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, they see a lot of these successful stories in video games like COD, Warzone, a lot of things like this, Apex. So, they try and do unfair things to make them seem good because they see that that's how a lot of these people on YouTube find their success. But for me, it's not about the salary. It's all about reality, you know? Words from Mike Shinoda in his Fort Minor album, you got to be real. You have to be real with your audience. If you're not real and you do not give people proper information that they themselves can test and replicate, then you are going to ruin your reputation for yourself. I do not care about my viewership. My viewership does not matter to me. It's reaching the hearts and minds of the people. Because if I can't reach your heart and mind and convince you that I have your best interest in heart, then why would you even support me? There's no reason for you to support me, because you could go support somebody that looks more handsome or a lady that looks more beautiful, and you know, maybe you get more satisfaction out of that. No, the reason to support me is because I promise you honesty, integrity, and reality 24/7. I will never make a dishonest move in my life because I grew up in the streets. That's the reality that I work with. That's the reality where you get shot if you start mouthing off. And on the internet, people are very safe from that. That's why they mouth off and do whatever fake shit they can. I refuse to subscribe to that. I refuse to be a part of that. That's why any video you see on my channel, I can guarantee you 110% it can be replicated, it can be done, it can be shown, and it can be proven. If it cannot be proven, it is not on my channel. End of story. And Nate says, one more question. What should you be working toward build-wise as a sword user? Okay, after you finish my easy build, Nate, you can start farming any sword build you like. There are several. I'm going to give you the entire playlist of builds. You can, in fact, just search it for swords and start looking at all the sword builds after 1.80. Please look at the builds only after 1.80. All right? Or if you want a custom build, you've actually donated enough to... for me to make you a custom build. You let me know, I'll build you something. But in general, the builds that I've already built are some of the best in the game. You can take them and you can just do whatever the hell you want with them. Let me go get that video. It's called Best Dauntless Builds Patch 1.80 onwards. You can go in here and look for any of the sword builds. Here's the entire playlist, Nate. You can just pick any sword build after 1.80 and you're good to go. The reason why I won't tell you what to work towards is because my playstyle may not fit your playstyle. All right. After you build the easy build, you can work on whatever you want. Now, if you're just asking for a recommendation, then I would say that give this a try. Give this a try. Hey guys, I'm filming this video. Here's the one. This one might be a good one to start working toward, Nate. After you finish the easy stuff, this is a good one. Yeah, Harry, go for it. Ask him to prove it. Ask him to prove it to you. Because if they cannot prove it, and you yourself, after replicating what they do, cannot do the same thing 100% of the time, then you know they're faking. And if they give you some evasive-ass answer, take their channel off your YouTube, because there's no point in watching a faker. Now, that's why I'm not going to make a judgment, because I don't watch anybody else's content. So maybe they know something I don't. Very rare, but maybe they do. Go find out. And Mayos, with the marks from the regular trial, after getting disciplined, what else should you be working toward? You should probably look for any of the, okay, look at the builds that I've posted, right? And if that build has a different special that you don't get strictly from normal gameplay, you have to buy it from the trial store, then that's probably what you should work toward. Endgame axe build. Oh shit, Dauntless logged me out. I'll log back in. Endgame axe build. Sure, I will give you the standard axe build that is used by literally everyone. Okay, this is the best axe build in the world. I created it. I'm the original creator of it. No problem, Nate. Happy to help. Hey, feel free to ask questions, Fa. Today is a day where I don't have anything to do. So ask away. Ask away. Oh, sorry, I tagged the Mighty Xeno. Lol. Wrong person, sorry. The Fa, here you go. It keeps tagging Xeno for some weird reason. Like, I keep trying to tag the Fa, right? And it keeps tagging Xeno instead. I don't know why that happened. Sorry about that. Anyway, Fa, here you go. That's the build you're looking for. Build that and you'll be good. Gathering build? No. Because none of my builds use tonics, so there's no reason to have a gathering build. Sorry, Xeno, that was a accident. I didn't mean to tag you. YouTube kept tagging your name instead of Fa's name. Because both of it starts with the. Oh, Kaz is awake. I'm just letting her know that she must have needed the rest. Give me a second. But yeah, no, gathering builds, you don't really need one. There we go. Sorry, just answering a question as well on the comments. Wound damage. Oh, wound damage is strictly from the pike. Strictly from the pike and the chain blades. So, do you know the red damage? Okay. You probably have not watched how damage works in Dauntless. Okay, make sure, Pangas, that after I show you this, please also watch this video because it's very important that you watch this video. This video does not get a lot of views, but it's one of the most important videos in all of Dauntless. Make sure you watch this video because it shows you all the different damage types in Dauntless, and that way you can understand how to do the different damage types. Only chain blades and war pikes can do wound damage, and wound damage shows up as red numbers. I'm going to show you that right now. Do you have a build for part damage, for part breaking? No. If you want to break parts, Sombor, you need to use repeaters or axe. Those two weapons are good for part breaking. Hammer and all other weapons are not good for part breaking. So you can use either my axe build, my easy axe build, or my easy repeater build for part breaking, okay? And here, when you look at the top of the screen where it says wound damage. Do you see wound damage there? It's in red numbers. If I use the heavy attack on the chain blade, do you see the red numbers? Do you see the red numbers that are popping up, Pangas? That's wound damage. Make sure you also watch that video that I just linked you to. Please use that, and you will be able to understand which weapons can do wound damage and all that kind of stuff, okay? And how to get wound damage, things like that. So make sure you understand the different types of damage, just for your own knowledge as well. And your Dauntless game is going to go through the roof. And Martin, I'm happy to help you with all these builds because, like I said, I build these builds for people. These are the real builds for real people. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But again, please do review that video before you go off and do all your wound damage stuff. Yeah. In fact, I highly recommend checking it out now because I'm still going to be on stream. I'm still going to be here for like another hour. So you can watch it and come back and ask more questions.
Why did I just get a Twitch ad on Insta?
No idea.
What?
Also, Hamza, to answer that question, you should be looking for my easy build. So what weapon do you use? You tell me the weapon that you use and I'll give you the easy build. Easy builds on my channel. Look for easy build. Easy has no legendaries. There are no legendaries and no trial cells in the easy build. And when do you start farming legendaries? When you finish the easy build. Once you finish the easy build, you can go do your legendaries. What is the best build strikers for the Blazeworks? For Blazeworks, the Bastion ones, I gave them to you, game player. Look for my Bastion Aether Strikers. You'll be good to go. That's great for Blazeworks. I use it to abuse Blazeworks all the time. Most of the Bastion builds are excellent for Blazeworks. Hamza, make sure you tell me which weapon you're using right now. I'll give you the easy build for that weapon. No legendaries, no trial cells. Very easy. After you finish it, fully power surge it, get all the cells inside, you can go farm your legendaries in 10 to 50 escalations for your endgame builds. Yeah, my girl's resting after her operation. You like the strikers and the axe. Okay, axe is way better. Axe is far, far, far superior, especially for farming. Here you go. Here's the easy axe build, Hamza. Build this first. Once you build this, you're good to go. You can go farm all your legendaries that you like. Have fun with that. Hello, Ahmed. Now, go ahead. Please feel free to ask me questions, guys. We're here for you guys to answer questions. I got another hour, man. I'm just doing this to answer questions at this point because I literally have nothing to do. I'm here to demonstrate whatever you guys need. Do all that stuff. No problem, Hamza. Oh, let me turn on my rain sounds again. I love the rain ASMR. It's good stuff. You don't want to do ASMR content. I'm saving up for Blue Yeti mic. That's gonna be awesome. Then I'll start doing ASMR content. And Martin, what do you mean by finish the easy build? Once you power surge all the weapons and armor, and all the cells in the build are +3, then you're ready. Yes, you can start farming the endgame build. If you do not finish your easy build, meaning that you haven't fully power surged it, keep working on the easy build first. Because if you don't fully power surge your easy stuff, you're gonna have a bad time. Oops, sorry. There we go. Accidentally cut out the sound. What's my favorite enjoyable build? The build that I enjoy most? Yes, yes, thank you. Keep liking the stream, guys. Which build do I enjoy the most? That's a tough question. That's a tough question. If I really want to go crazy, absolutely insane with the chain blades, right? You can try these ones. This one, the near flawless. I don't recommend it to most players because it's near flawless. It requires you to play almost perfectly, but you should definitely try that one. Xeno Sama, what the hell? Lady Neo, what the heck?
Yeesh.
Do I really have to? Do I have to question this again? Zeno, I don't want a repeat of other situations here. What is this? What is this Zeno Sama here? Lady Neo, you wanna explain this situation? And Harry Bacon, what's the difference between Avenging Overdrive and Valiant Overdrive? Okay, Avenging Overdrive allows you to parry behemoth attacks. I could demonstrate that. Is that what it is, Zeno? Okay. As long as you know it's just that, then I'm satisfied. Okay, let me just do a very quick thing.
It's a trap.
Yes, I know. San means Mr., Miss, or Miss. Which is why Sama is used as a great sign of respect, Lady Neo, which is why I'm suddenly questioning, why are you saying Sama to Zeno? I'm like, that's sus, Lady Neo. So you wanna explain the sudden difference there in your means of address? Oh no. Zeno, you can explain it, Zeno. I want to hear it directly from Lady Neo. I make people confess their sins, so Lady Neo, you gotta explain this to me right now. It's confession time. Confess your sins. And any big updates? Nope. Not that I know of, Negs. Anyway, I'm not in contact with any of the developers, so I wouldn't know anyway. And give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna make this real quick.
Wait a minute.
Okay, this is done. This is.
I went up this cliff to get something. When I got up there, I forgot about it and jumped back down. Then I realized it on the way back down.
Wow. Okay. Congratulations. Oh wait, shit. Whoops. I should probably do this instead. Hey. Wrong. Attunement. Okay, we have this, and then that means these, and last would be pulse. Okay, I'm just gonna demonstrate this to you real quick. Where's my Buster Sword? I like to look swanky. There we go, Buster Sword. Oga boga. Should I reset progress? Up to you, man. I know.
Robbie, subscribe to the channel.
I know you meant Lord Zeno. What I'm asking, Lady Neo, is why are you suddenly calling Zeno Lord? There is only one king here, Lady Neo.
Mehmet, subscribe to the channel.
And if you address anyone else as your king, then I'm afraid I shall have to have my thug take your head. I'm kidding.
Who's the thug?
Zeno. Zeno himself is my thug. He literally said it on my other stream. He's my thug.
Sure.
I wouldn't want to ask your lord to mug you, so you know. Thou shalt correct your form of address, Lady Neo. There's only one lord here. Here's a finger poke for you. Okay. I am an angry and jealous god, and thou shalt have no other before me, or something like that. It was in a book somewhere one time, so we're gonna go with that. All right. So to explain the difference between Avenging Overdrive and Valiant Overdrive, what I'm gonna show you now, this is Avenging Overdrive. Avenging Overdrive gives the same benefits as Valiant Overdrive, but you get an extra parry. So I'm gonna show you that in a couple seconds. All right. First, we're gonna build up our meter. All right. once the meter is built up. Now, Avenging Overdrive has the same benefits as Valiant Overdrive, okay? Once I activate my special, I have the boosted attack speed and the same energy waves that shoot out from my blade, just like Valiant Overdrive. However, if you re-trigger your special, you will do this. It's a parry move, you see? And when you parry, you basically become invulnerable to Behemoth attack and you deal damage. Parrying... Okay, maybe I gotta show you this, guys. Maybe I'll show you in the field, hold on. I'll go into an actual hunt and I'll show you. Parrying means to deflect the Behemoth attack. Alright, so we'll go into just a private hunt on Cape Fury and I'll show you the difference. With Valiant, you do a dash instead. You're also technically immune to damage during the dash, but the invincibility frames are really short, which is why it's no good. Reset is at 1 p.m. 1 a.m. for me, but yes, could be 1 p.m. for you. But yeah, reset will be at the usual time. Same time always, Lady Neo. It never changes. And you dare lol? I did not hear you address me as Lord, Lady Neo. Take a head. Take a head now. Chop it. Chop it. Off with the head. Off with the head. She dares not to bow before the king. Do you see the gesture? Do you see the gesture? Alright. So, I'm going to show everybody the parry thing now. See, she just lolls at me instead of immediately saying, I apologize, my lord. Forgive this wanton sinner. It's treason. So it's treason then. Which movie is that from? So it's treason then. Oh so yeah, Star Wars stories. Yeah, Senator Palpatine. So it's treason then. And then he does the 720 screeching in the air. That's freaking cool. Alright, so let me charge up my special here. Go away, Savate. I don't care about you. So I won't use my discipline special here, just so that you can see the actual parry happen. But yes, Savate, you're so annoying. I hope you don't die before I show these people how to parry. That's gonna be extra annoying.
Dies.
I mean, I might die, but I don't really care if I die. My job is just to show the parry. Come on, Savate. Come on, come on.
Come on with your bats.
Come on, come on. Get over here. Kill me, Savate. Kill me if you dare. Maybe I should have just charged up the special before coming to the Savate. Oh well.
Maybe you should.
Yeah, it's an annoying behemoth, but I mean, you'll be fine most of the time. Okay, it's down, right? So, what I need to do is I'll activate my special when it's about to attack me, alright? So let's say it's about to attack. Well, not this attack. It has to be a bladed attack. So when it's about to hit me, I use my special and it will just do that deflection. Basically, I won't take damage. So, come on, Savate. Can you hit me again? Like, you were hitting me like hell earlier.
Hit me.
Come on. So when it's about to hit me, I use my special and it just deflects it. You see? That's a parry. Now, if the behemoth is close enough, when that X forms in air, it will do damage. And it also does stagger damage, just so you know. It's very similar to the discipline parry, which basically when something's about to hit you, you trigger discipline, you don't take the damage. Do you see that? That's how parrying works in Dauntless. Alright, so I hope that answers your question. Now, I'll show you Valiant Overdrive after I smoke this little loser. Yeah. Happy to help. Like I said, welcome back, Nate. A lot of people, if people want to show you stuff, they must be able to replicate it. If they cannot replicate it and they cannot demonstrate it, then they are clearly not legitimate. And this is why I try to tell people constantly, don't fall for people who just want views and clickbait. Alright, so now I'm going to put Valiant Overdrive on and I'm going to show you the difference. Valiant Overdrive is similar to Avenging Overdrive, but the biggest key difference is that you cannot parry, instead you dash. It still does good stuff, but it's not as good. So we're going to change the special over. Special, Valiant Overdrive. Now I don't like Valiant because parrying is the lifeblood of sword. Proceeds to get knocked down. Hey, listen, man. I'm not even fighting at capacity, okay? I could if I wanted to, but then you guys wouldn't be able to, like, see stuff. I'm here to demonstrate, not to smoke behemoths.
Sure.
Because if you want to watch me smoke them, then watch this. Yes, the dash also has iframes, but they are kind of weaker. I'll show you what I mean. The parry has a way longer iframe, Whereas the dash is only literally as you dash. You see, even though I dash, right, it's only during the small middle part of the dash. You see? So yeah. Oh, interrupting the Riftstalker is easy. All you gotta do is have Discipline. If you're using Discipline, he gets interrupted real easy. So you see, I hope that shows you the difference. Avenging Valiant Overdrive, like, what you have to do is you basically have to constantly attack the Behemoth with it, but unlike the Avenging, you don't get a parry, so it makes life a lot harder for you.
Wow.
Alright, so now we smoke this thing. Both of them have the increased attack speed, so once the special is active, you can go ham quite easily like that. And this is my Discipline Savate sword build, so if you guys ever need it, it's on my channel, use it well. Alright, so that's the difference between Avenging and Valiant Overdrive. Avenging is very, very much superior. It is very, very much superior. Now, the spinning Beyblade attack, right? Like I said, to counter that, Discipline, punch it. That's all you gotta do. Discipline is the easiest way to interrupt it. Either that or use the Urska's legendary ability. If it smashes into the ice wall, it'll just get deflected off. Once you get Discipline first, don't bother with Twin Suns. Twin Suns are weaker than normal repeaters. The only time they're good is when, well, I'll put out a build for the Twin Suns on this weekend, but there's only currently one build, which is the Revenant one. I'll put out a Discipline one this weekend, and those two are the only viable builds for Twin Suns. And even then, they're still weaker than other repeater builds, because the Twin Suns were slightly nerfed when the repeaters got a buff. Well, basically, they just didn't buff the Twin Suns. They only buffed the normal repeaters. So the reason was because they didn't want everybody to just use Twin Suns. And back then, there was a mag bomb exploit that everyone was using. So although the Twin Suns are fun, they're not good for high-level content. Well, they're relatively bad for high-level content. They're okay, but yeah. What is the greatest sword in the game? There isn't one, Daniel, because all of my endgame builds are equal. It's just the difference in playstyle. Forgive Lord Robot Sensei. What? Oh, there we go. Forgive me. You are forgiven, my child. That's okay. I blessed thee now, and you may address Xeno as Lord if you want. Xeno's a cool guy anyway. I have no problems. Have you seen how sexy his tattoos are? Shit, I would address this guy as Lord if I swung that way, but I don't, so that's okay. I like my women. And specifically, I like Kaz. I don't like any other women anymore. Mostly because, you know, Kaz got me by the balls. You know, she neutered me. No, Hamza, I don't have a video for the best weapon in every class because there is none. The best build, Hamza and Daniel, I'll tell both of you this. The best build is the one that depends on you. Some people do way better with my Bastion builds than they do with my Discipline builds because they just don't use Discipline very well. Some people, they swear by Discipline. If it's not a Discipline build, they can't use it. And then there are others, like me. Now, my favorite is Revenant. We love Revenant because we just fucking, you know, the damage. Of course, it results in me dying a lot, but still, every time I die, you guys didn't see anything, okay? I never die. I am God.
Sure.
Okay? I never die. What happened was that the sun was in my eyes, okay? That's the excuse we tell
That's what
everybody.
they all say.
Yeah, but anyway, Truffles, what the fuck, man? You're supposed to back me up here. Anyway, yo, so I prefer Revenant builds, so it just depends on you. Hey, there's a guy here. I'll just Naruto run past him. Avenging Overdrive is way better for damage. Because, okay, Cyclone was designed... Cyclone, yes, I do, but only in my Spin to Win build, Chandler. Because Iceborne is mostly for the easy builds. It's considered the newbie Omnicell. It's for people to get used to the game. After that, you will dump it because all the other builds have way new damage. New Omnicell, it's good for support builds. So Lady Neo, there's only one build for the new Omnicell. It's called my full support build. It's good for playing with others. It's good for playing with others because you can keep them alive and just basically keep the whole team alive. It's a very support-styled Omnicell. And yes, Avenging Overdrive is way better. Because the Ardent Cyclone is good for people who are new to the game and getting used to it. But when you really, really ramp up, you will feel Avenging Overdrive is so much better, especially if you're hitting your parries, because you get constantly smacking down the behemoth. Use my endgame builds, that all my endgame sword builds feature Avenging Overdrive because Valiant's never used, and try them out versus the Spin to Win. See which one you like. And Artificier is the new Omnicell. That's right, Crazy Bunny. So yeah, no problem, Lady Neo. You can use that freely. Sure, Zeno, you can clip it anytime. Yeah, the Artificier Omnicell is mostly a support-based Omnicell. Wow, this is the first actual question ask me session where people have asked this many questions. Jesus Christ. Come, ask your king whatever else you need and I shall grant it to you, if I can. And oh, sorry, somebody asked what can you do with the extra cores? Nothing. All you can do is literally like, no. You see, Zeno, if they want to be fish market, then I have to use my Asian accent. I have to tell people, hey, you don't push for fish. I give you good fish now. Oh, Lord. All you can do is open them, but they don't really like do anything special. Bunny, that's because you didn't watch my patch notes video, man. Yo. Or you know, Zeno, we could go back to our own heritage roots, right? There's another way. Instead of a fish market, we can just have a regular market, but the two of us, as two fine Indian gentlemen, we can go up to a store and be like, hey, do you have any deals on this t-shirt? You know, I can probably get this made back home in, you know, I know some guy from, I know some guy from Madras. He can probably make this for me for like $4. So, you know, and then, you know, do you see the other fruits over there? Like, honestly, I can get some better fruits back home. So how about a little discount, huh?
Know about the exquisite carpet.
Do not ever bank XP, Lady Neo. Please don't. What? Exclusive carpets? What are you talking about, huh?
Yeah.
Are you trying to insult my carpets?
No. Good carpets.
By the way, Negs, in case any of y'all don't know, I'm half Indian. Just so you know, I'm not being racist here. This is my race. Me and Zeno, we're the same race. He's Indian, I'm Indian. He's from Gujarat. My parents came from Darjeeling. Okay. I am Gorkhali. He's Gujarati. We're Indian. Just so you guys know. Okay. I know I look Chinese, but I'm actually Indian. I'm half Indian. Half Indian, half Chinese. My mother's Nepali, so we look more on the Chinese side, but yeah. Yeah. Well, I am actually Indian, Hamza. So. This is the accent that you hear in Bollywood all the time. Artificier, do you think it needs a buff? No, it was designed for support play. Yeah, seriously. Oh yes, they also give Aether Dust. Thank you, Zeno, for reminding me of that. I forgot about that because I don't use Aether Dust. Oh, you're Gujarati too. Nice. Now we got 2 Gujarati people in the stream. Yeah, nice. I have a lot of Indian supporters, so... Can I say PUBG Mobile? In what accent? In what voice? In the Indian accent. PUBG Mobile? Are you trying to play PUBG Mobile with me? I will fucking smoke you, boy. Savate sword build? Sure I can. And yes, it's bonded to Cyclonic Fury. Just give me uno momento. I'll get it for you right now.
You did not hear me just die after getting my head hit.
It's okay, Truffles. You die all the time. Here you go, Harry. Enjoy this one. It's very good.
Mateo was trying to murder me or something.
And it's okay, Bunny. Even if you don't get the notifications, it's alright. At least you're here with me now. Make sure you turn on the notification bell, because if you don't watch every single video, how the hell am I going to pay for my sister's college education? I'm kidding. I don't have a sister. Alright. Yeah, I know I don't look Indian. That's because my dad is Chinese and my Chinese genes are way stronger. Biggest problem is that, you know, I wish my penis was Indian length, but no, I've got Chinese length down here. You know? Kind of very upsetting, okay? But at least my wife loves my 3-inch Wonder Cannon, okay? It's 3 inches of absolute domination and power. You know what I call this? I call this the Savate Punisher. That's okay, buddy. Hey, you shut up, Truffles. You're handsome.
Wait a minute.
I say I'm honest with my people, okay? I'm honest. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to fake here, alright? The 3-inch pincher. I like that one. I like that one, Aaron.
3-inch pincher.
That's good. That's good. Now, do anyone else have questions? Hopefully not related to the size of my little dwarven hand cannon.
A dwarven hand cannon?
Yes, my dwarven hand cannon. Does anyone have legitimate Dauntless questions that they wish to ask me? I will happily answer them if I can.
Wow.
If I can. I may not! Just to smoke you guys. It's because I can. Yeah, I'm always flexing my pickle powers, you know? My pickle powers are great! They're fantastic! They're amazing!
Sure.
Tastiest pickle ever!
Pickle Rick?
I don't really need to slay anything. I mean, if you guys want me to kill something, I will, but I don't need to kill anything right now. I have everything in the game. I'm literally just chilling. So, I won't slay anything unless there's a actual need for me to do so. Wait, Pickle Rick? Yes, totally Pickle Rick. 110% Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
I'm the rickest of the pickles.
Sure you are.
Always. What's my favorite behemoth? None of them. They're all just XP to me. I do have many members, Bunny. I do. That's so true, Xena. I'm so sick that beat producer was... I cannot say that word because it's TOS, but you know what I'm thinking. Like, the fact that he was...
Word.
The fact that he, you know, like, he's such a shithole to, you know, lock his own stuff behind a paywall. I see you, nerd. I see you.
Well, I mean, it's his business choice.
Yeah, true, but still, you know. The first thing I wanted to ask him is, why are you TOS?
Blank.
Why are you blank?
Why are you the inverse of...
No, because
a
he puts free for profit in his video, right? And then it's not even free for profit. That's shady, man. That's shady. I ain't down with that.
It's a trick. It's a trap.
It was a trick of the light.
Oh no.
Yeah, sure. If you need help, Bunny, I'll happily help you. What do I think of patch 1.95? I'm gonna have patch note videos out tomorrow morning, and it is doggy doo doo because there's nothing in it. Gideon, yes, I'm half Chinese, half Indian. That is absolutely true. Aaron, the question you have is it worth coming back to Dauntless after deleting it? It's still the same game. If you want to slay some shit, you can. But ain't no much changes. I'll tell you, Chandler, if they want to make Dauntless the most popular game, add a new weapon every 6 months. In fact, if I was in charge, new weapon every 3 months until we hit 20 weapons. Yeah, it's pretty much the same game, Aaron. Yes, Hamza, I highly recommend getting all the weapon perks before you do the heroic escalation. Now, you don't need that. I'll tell you a simpler method, Hamza. It's called pay to win. You pay me to run you through the heroic escalation. No problem, I even make build for you, huh? Easily done, easily done. I make build for you, you pay me, we run it, no problem. No problem. Can help. But, you know, this one costs money. You don't want to pay the money? You can just, you know, get the weapon perks by reforging used by solo build. It's on my channel. Solo build on my channel, very good. Alright, Slava Ukraine. Sure, I'll help you get that one paw, Bunny. Where is the bunny? I don't see the bunny. Are we not friends? Did you not add me? It says you're offline, you nerd. PvP is something they've always talked about, but I'll tell you right now, Michael, they should not add PvP in. No. Not no way, not no how. And I'll tell you the reason why. If they ever add PvP into this game, it's going to be a shit fest because it will be so unbalanced. The only way that they can ever add PvP into this game, and the only way that I'll ever allow it to be added into this game, is if it's if you have to like in fucking Pokemon, you have to literally raise a behemoth and then you PvP those behemoths you raise. That's the only way that I would say is logical. Because I tell you, anything else, you're gonna have a real bad time. And I don't want you guys to have a bad time. Which membership tier is it? Prestige is enough, Hamza. Prestige is enough. But if you want the build too, it's gonna have to be plus ultra. Because if you need a build built for you, coaching is under plus ultra. If you just want to game with me, prestige or even honor tier is enough. You don't have to spend that much, Hamza. Because if you just want to game with me, you know, my recommendation, right, to save money as well, just get an honor tier membership so that you can join me if you need me to do stuff with you. I'm always ready to help members anytime. Then as you get all your reforges and stuff done, then later on you can do the heroic escalation. It's much more of an achievement. But if you really want to pay me for it, if you're a plus ultra member, I will do anything you ask, buddy. Yeah, if you go up to OnlyFan, I will literally do anything you ask. I'll call you master if you want. Now, give me a second. Is there going to be Elden Ring later? Maybe. Any tips to kill Shroud? Start with my easy build, buddy. You're going to have to start with my easy build in this game. Do you have my easy build, Legends? Because if you don't have my easy build, that's why you can't kill Shroud. Start with the easy build. And yeah, Elden Ring for sure later if I get the chance. But I might not do Elden Ring. I don't know. There's like I might just like do chat and chill with you guys. Like I might just sit here and just keep talking to you guys. You know? I would love to catch behemoths for training and fighting. I've told you, Pangas, if they introduce that, that would be the best PvP. In Escalation, is the Eidolon perks worth it? Let me check for you, Lady Neo. Because I am not even sure what the hell the Eidolon perks are. Eidolon perks. Oh, those. Do we even have Eidolon perks? Are you talking about the amps? Because I don't think any of our perks are related to Eidolons. If you're talking about the amps, then yes. The amps are actually great. I use the Eidolons if I don't have anything to buff my raw damage. You still waiting for dungeon type content in this game? Me too, Aaron. Me too. Cloaked, if you get the OnlyFan next month, right, I will literally address you as master. And I'll do whatever you want. Oh no, Hamza. Hashtag sad, bro. Hashtag sad. But it's okay. It's okay, dude. Just honor tier is quite cheap. And honestly, if you just want to play with us, I can happily do honor tier with you. Wear a headset dodging the slams. No, Gideon. All you got to do is have my easy build and you can feel like God. Michael Riley, you ever done like an in-depth guide into like the rookie side of things? No, because quite frankly, the rookie side of things. See, Michael Riley, I would love to do an in-depth guide into the rookie side of things, but number one, a lot of people wouldn't watch it, and by the time they watch it, they've already got enough experience in the game to be decent. I think I'm an old school gamer. I think the best way for a lot of people to learn is to just play it themselves. And the more that they get into it, it's school of hard knock style. Once they learn and then they realize that, okay, maybe we really do need an Asian robot build here, then I think it makes it way better for them. Because then they realize that, okay, cool, I'm kind of getting the feeling of this. And, you know, it feels better. And maybe, for me, I think that is the best way to help people. Oh, there's some Hades raid right here. Sorry, I'm playing the shitty mobile game while waiting.
What? Bruh.
It's just one of those, like, autoplay type games. Just turn it on, because why not?
Bruh.
You can bruh me all you like, you bruh.
Bruh.
You are a
Bruh.
good man most of the time. I respect you.
That's right.
I'll still beat you up, but I still respect you as well.
Respectfully beat you up. What's this, Toto?
Yes, exactly. Don't bully me, Togedoro.
Oh my god. Ooh.
But yeah, it's just because, like, even for Elden Ring, it only took me, like, literally one day to get, like, super used to it. And I was like, oh, like, woo, I am so used to this now, and I can go kill all the things. And I died 100 times, but, I mean, that's not the point. The point is I got used to it. That's the way it should be. You know, the more people get used to it, the better. This guy's name is Dude Let Me. His hair with the Embermane thing looks a bit like Radon's. Oh, sure, Lady Neo. I would happily help you guys get paws. I was waiting for Bunny to actually, like, exist. When Bunny starts existing, we can go get the paws. I don't mind. I can help y'all.
Live.
What are you, Ceres?
I don't know, probably.
Live!
The person just dies. We're like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, that's illegal. Can't do that.
Stop dying, you fools.
Dying stoppeth thy fools. Thine fool of a took.
Die you shan't.
Dianth.
Dieth.
Dianth. Thouanth cannot dianth.
Oh my god.
See me.
Oh, it's a fake plant.
Truffles and his randomness. When using Savate weapons and it shocks the behemoth, how does that actually, like, happen? Like, what do you need to do to shock it? Oh, it's, the shock proc has a certain threshold, if I recall correctly. Now, I don't know what the actual threshold is, because it depends on the type of behemoth. But, yeah, once you shock it, you should be good to go. Where the hell is Bunny?
Somewhere.
Fluffles.
Oh, yes.
Hey! What's up, Pinky? And Martin, what's your question? During an escalation, when you kill behemoth, some flying thing goes to Big Lantern. What perks of the big crystal should I pick? Well, I can show you right now while I help Lady Neo get her paws. Give me a second. I'm gonna go put on one of my sexy repeat builds. Trade secret, of course.
Those pictures were amazing, dude.
Yeah,
Those what?
I'm getting more.
Oh, okay, Truffles.
I'm getting more screenshots
Oh. You're being a nerd.
of the game. Yes.
As always.
Okay.
Look. I
So,
have
why are you
photo-taking
TOS?
skills.
Why are you TOS?
TOS, bro.
I have photo-taking skills.
Sure you do. Can you get help with the Dauntless trial? No, Pinky. So sorry, but we only help high-tier members here. And especially Dauntless trial? No way, my dude. Not no way, not no how. That one you gotta pay for coaching if you want that shit done. Sorry, man. That's our channel policy here. Okay, Lady Neo. I'll help you get those paws right now. And, well, we can pick up Bunny when it gets back. I don't know where they are.
They. Yeah, when you don't know the gender, you just call them they.
Okay, how much? Pinky. How much you willing?
When said person.
How much?
How high you willing to go? You can DM me on social media, either Instagram or Twitter, if you got a price that you're willing to offer. But most of the time, I don't do coaching for Dauntless Trials because I'll tell you what, Pinky. If you're ready for Dauntless Trials, right? Here's the easy way to get it done. I post a video every week showing people how to clear the Dauntless Trial really easily. As long as you've got legendary equipment and gear, right? All you gotta do is watch the video, the build is posted, and you can get it done for free. So why bother paying me for coaching when I post a video every week? The only difference is if you like desperately want to get top 100, in which case the cheapest is literally $3 for a membership. Every week I'll usually do one top 100 build. Now I didn't do it for the past 2 weeks because of life difficulties, but as long as you're like even the lowest tier member, you'll have access to that. So the only time you should genuinely pay for coaching, okay, is if you legit somehow want me to coach you and teach you stuff, then fine in that case. But otherwise it's not worth it. You may as well just get the $3 membership, which is the lowest on my channel, and wait for the top 100 build to come out. I usually do one every week, usually by Monday. The only reason I wasn't able for the past 2 weeks is number one, major financial issues on my end, and the other thing was my wife was in the hospital, so you know, then you can understand that I wasn't able to fully work. We only got back to full video production yesterday, actually. So Martin, I hope you will get a chance to see what kind of amps that I normally choose. I always choose damage amps, like Michael Riley says, mostly damage amps. Is the Glacial Escalation Weapon G good at something? What? Glacial Escalation. You talk about the Frost Weapon. The Frost Weapon, okay, the Frost Weapon legendary is just for interrupting certain fast behemoths, but most people just use Discipline instead. So I don't use the legendary that much. But the frost weapon has good bonds. For example, you can bond it to Frost Wolf, which is really, really strong. And that's why I like the frost weapons. So I hope that answers the question. No problem, Pinky. Happy to help. Listen, I'll never cheat anybody out of their money. So, yeah, I'm a full-time content creator. But I'm also an honest one, Negs. That's why, like, even though I say shit like, y'all gotta pay for coaching, honestly, if there's an easier method, I'll just straight up tell you. I will never lie to my audience. I'll never demand compensation for no reason. That's not what I do. Like I say, it's best to watch my videos, but if you really can't do it, you want coaching, then you can always hire me. Now, heroic escalations, that's different. Heroic escalations, anytime. 30 to 50 bucks, and I'll happily run you through heroic escalations. Anytime, anywhere, I'll get you build too. Vironic Soul, what do you need coaching for? Oh, shit, sorry. I forgot to turn my Dauntless back on. My bad. Thank you for reminding me, Tamago. What kind of coaching you need? Depending on the type of coaching, I'll charge you a different price. But if you need like builds and shit, honestly, you can just literally like I know Dauntless, but what specifically in Dauntless? There's a lot that you can be coached in Dauntless. Team Psycho, no problem, happy to help. When in the top 100 in trials, how do you get the gold crown? Okay, so you have to be top 100, and then on the Thursday reset, if you're still within the top 100, you'll be able to buy the gold crown from the trial store for 1,000 of the gilded marks. Gilded marks are obtained by doing the Dauntless trial. Okay, my repeaters are level 10, so what you're watching is level 10 repeaters completely destroying behemoths. You're gonna see that right now. Okay, here we go.
Pinky, subscribe to the channel.
Welcome to the best Dauntless channel, Pinky. Now here, look, what kind of amps would I choose? There aren't really any damage amps, so I'll just take Torrent Shield. Why? Because it benefits the team. If there's no damage amp, I always take the one that benefits the team the most. Now, Vironic, when you're more specific with what you need coaching on, I'll tell you, because I might just have a video on it, which is free. But if there's certain things, like, for example, the only thing I usually charge for is heroic escalations. It's 30 to 50 USD. I'll happily run you through. Better stuff to do more damage. Okay, have you built any of my builds, Vironic? Because you don't need coaching for that. All you gotta do is build my builds. Have you done my easy build yet? Are you new to the game? If you're new to the game and you haven't done my easy build, I'll ask Zeno to help retrieve the easy warpike build for you. Because if you're not doing any damage with your build, you need to understand how to build weapons in the game. Watch all the videos on my channel. I've got tons of information videos, build videos. All of them are free. You're new? Okay. What's my fastest trial? I don't worry about speed, dude. I've never worried about speed because I'm too lazy with trials. I worry about just doing it easily. Fastest completion, 1 minute. But I've never really done that because I just don't really bother. 1 minute 30 seconds, sorry. That was my fastest ever.
Do you need the link for Easy Warpike?
Yeah, you need to be in the... Yeah, could you get him the link to the Easy Warpike, please? For Vironic Soul.
1.8.0?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you, homie. Appreciate your sexy ass.
No problem, man. Got you.
Yeah, the crown, like I said, Harry, if you become a member on my channel, you can get access to the cheese builds. I usually do one per week to help people get the top 100 and stay in there. Because usually if they cheese with it, right, they'll be in the top 50. Q skill, that's the mag bomb on the Twin Suns. It's only available on the Twin Suns, it's unique.
Who needed that?
Vironic Soul X. Yeah, that's why I usually release the cheese build around Monday. That way, you know what's required. Okay, we laid it low. We'll go for the left paw first, as always, Lady Neo, later when we do the thing. And, yep. No problem, Vironic. Watch all the videos on my channel, but watch that one first. That'll teach you how to start your building in this game. If you want to do damage, build all the stuff in that video. Power surge it, you're good to go. You don't know how to power surge? I've got a video on that. You don't know how to do any of the other stuff? I've got videos on that. Look for Dauntless information videos. My channel is full of it. I'm always here to help Slayers. That's why you don't need to pay for coaching. Most of the time, there's videos on it. The only time people really need coaching is if, like, they're hyper desperate for some information that only I can provide, in which case, fine, pay me. But like I said, I'm an honest man. I'll never charge for something that's already available for free.
Remember to like the video.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and share.
Best build for Warpike patch 1.95. No, you don't need one from 1.95. Nothing has changed in the last 7 patches. You can still use like any of the builds from patch 1.80 onwards, and you're still good to go. If you're thinking about the best Warpike build, might I recommend my Bastion Warpike build? Because I don't know what your skill level is. That one is the one. The Bastion Warpike build is generally suitable for everybody. It slaps a lot, and people really like using it. because it's got both survival and damage. Oh, trial running? Yes. As long as you're an honored member, I can happily run you to the normal trials anytime. Very easy. Normal trials, anytime, anywhere. Dauntless trials are the only thing that requires special because Dauntless is requires good game knowledge and good skills. But for normal trials, anytime, anywhere, bro, I can carry you as long as you're a member. But you have to be at least honored tier. Because honored tier games with us. For video access, you only need to be a cool bot, but usually I don't invite the cool bots to game, usually. Yeah, Chandler, that's why you gotta farm cells. So what I would suggest for most players is just spam those island events. You get your cells, Aether Sparks. In fact, you don't even need to reforge to get your Aether Hearts. You can just spend 200 Aether Sparks, which is quite easy to get if you just keep spamming island events. It just helps you get all the stuff you need, which is really, really good, and that's what I recommend people do. Or, you know, pay me and I'll farm island events with you guys. And at the same time farm XP with you. And you will feel powerful.
I posted the Bastion war fight. So
Okay, thank you, Zeno. Look at this sexy man. Thank you, Zeno. That was awesome
no
of you.
problem, mate.
Great.
Yes. Shroud trial is one of the hardest? Nah, smoked it easy. If you look at my build video, it was a snap. Wasn't even a challenge. There are no trials that will be a challenge to me. Well, to me anyway. I should say that, to me. There's no challenge. Because once you understand the game, you come to realize, right, that it's all just a formula. It's all literally a formula and you're good. Also, holy ball nuts. I gotta switch off my phone for a second. I gotta put my phone on charge again. Darn, it's running out of bat. Lady Neo, you can go ahead of me. I gotta put up my phone on charge. It's 40 minutes. Can you tell me to remove it? Thank you. Enjoy, Cloaked, enjoy. I shall look forward to the day that you get OnlyFan and I will call you master. Alright, let's go. My mother told me someday I will buy a galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, noble walk I steer, steady course for the haven, few many foemen, few many foemen. Alright, enjoy class, Chandler.
Great people enjoy class.
I mean, what do you want me to sell him? Cry? Yes, cry in class. Cry for the sanctity of this world.
Survive the classes.
Yeah. I find that classes are great for the gen pop, but never good for people that are unique. Yeah. Stifles your creativity sometimes. I mean, not to say they don't teach you useful things. I've never learned to use this thing in my life. But, you know, it's too generic. It's too non-focused. Bastion's good, my dude. Bastion's good. I love it. In fact, I could probably demonstrate the Bastion build. Well, Paladins is the game that my girl loves the most, Michael. So I'm waiting for her to get well to play it because, well, it is her game, you know, and I don't want her to feel left out. You know, right now she's still recovering from her operation, which is why I haven't played it just yet. Because, you know, for me, she is a very important part of my life, so that's why. I don't know what color crown the new update is. I honestly don't know if there'll be a crown in this update. I mean, they usually have one, but Dauntless past year's Easter event didn't even have a crown, so we'll have to see. Let's see if they do have one. Some events have had crowns, some events don't. But yeah, that's the reason why I haven't been on Paladins at all. Don't worry, my skill hasn't dipped at all. I'm just gonna, you know, wait till Kaz gets her bearings back, and then, you know, we'll be back on it. See us slaying again. Yeah, I'm gonna record. My mother told me for Xeno to randomly put loot music too as well. Still haven't forgotten that promise. If only last weekend wasn't so fucked up. Busy. This weekend should be good. Looking forward to working hard. Hard work is the greatest thing ever. Because it makes you TOS.
EOS, yes.
Yes.
Makes you wanna commit the toss.
So, mister. Should I call you mister?
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
I know, right? I never stop laughing at that.
It's so savage though.
Yeah. Well, Michael Riley, there's 2 new things coming to the stream. Next week, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. We've got a sponsor for that. That's Ole Mr. Cream Puff. And Weird West is coming as well. That is a free on the Xbox Game Pass. It's a single-player game, so look forward to me playing that. It's kind of like Diablo with werewolves and cowboys. So look forward to that. It's gonna be sick. All right. So yeah, there's 2 good things coming to the channel next week. Elden Ring might slow down a little bit. Don't worry, but I can already tell I'm very close to becoming the Lord of Eldens. It's gonna be sad. I'm almost saddened to see it end, but you know, I know that all good things must come to an end. Just like Porn of Mikilla, or is it Millennia? Whichever one. Can't remember their names. There, we must find more loods of Millennia.
Sure. Yeah, sometimes you find Rani's on as well.
No. Rani is rejected. Okay, I think we got the left paw. Now we're going for the right. Yeah. Well, I have a girl, Hamza. We're not physically together in the same country yet. She's still in Ireland, but we will be having a good time once she's here. She's gonna visit me hopefully in October this year. Well, I say hopefully, but we're gonna find a fucking way to make that happen. So yes, I am a taken man. I currently live with my parents, and we love them too. When I do my food streams, you can sometimes hear my mom calling me all sorts of things. I know Zeno loves it, especially because she speaks Hindi to me.
Wait a minute.
I swear, if my mom knew memes, she'd be like, "So why are you Kale?" Enjoy, Veronic, enjoy. Have fun with it. You'll have a good time.
Maybe I should info what that means.
No, you cannot.
Should.
Show build? This build will be posted tomorrow night. It's still in testing, but it will be posted as soon as it's ready. 6.
Huh.
Interesting name.
Interesting name.
So why are you a number?
What made you a number?
Yes.
What's the hardest behemoth to fight? None of them. They're all easy. I mean, Thunderdeep Drast technically is the worst behemoth because it can one-shot you.
Annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying, but there's no real worst behemoth. They all just kind of exist in a void of annoying space. Okay.
Just to give us XP.
No problem, Lady Neo. How many more you need, huh? We help you now get the things. How do I get the epic cells easily? Okay, I'll get you the video right now on how to farm cells. Let me know if you need more. Yeah, we can get more. Here is the video on how to farm cells. Basically, it's the same way that you farm Aether Sparks. Vironic, you need to do island events constantly. All done? Okay, great. Happy to help. Happy to help. All right. Does anybody else have any other questions? I don't know who Chaoser is. Yep, just make sure to farm island events and you can get lots of cell cores. See, if you want to get cells, right, you also need to learn how to upgrade cells to +3. So I'm going to show you that video as well. Make sure you watch that video. How to make cells to +3. Because you need to make them purple, right? So here you go. Make sure you watch this as well. Khaled, can you give me top 3 S tier weapons? There's no tier list in Dauntless. Anyone who asks for a tier list, and again, I know I don't mean you, but there's no such thing as a tier list in Dauntless. This is an Elden Ring. There's no tier list here. Anyone who thinks about a tier list for Dauntless is a moron. And I'll tell you why. Because in Dauntless, everything can be good. It's just about whether you're good at the playstyle. For example, Bastion can be amazing. You guys want me to prove it to you? I'll show it to you right now. Let me show you the power of a Bastion build. Right the fuck now. Or in fact, you know what? Let me just show you this. This is a level 3 axe. Watch this. Best crown. I love Torgador's the most. How many times can you upgrade a weapon? Once. You can only power surge it once. Everything can only be power surge once. If you need information on that, you can watch my video. Everything about reforging. I've got a video on everything. Here's this video. Bada bing, bada boom. Make sure you mark all these videos because they all help you. Ironic, they're very short. More Bastion? There are plenty. I'll showcase it in a little while, but in fact, I'd rather showcase you this. There's no tier list, Khaled, because I'm going to show you this build. This is one of my strongest builds, right? But if you're not good with it, it's going to be shit because it's a Revenant build. You will die if you do not know how to control it. Similarly, if you're using Bastion, but you keep taking damage all the time, then you won't be able to do a lot of shield slams, so you're still going to be weak at Bastion, you see? No, pre-buff Bastion was good. It's just that I never posted builds on it, Riley. Bastion was still good before the buff. The buff was actually an overbuff for Bastion. It was actually very solid. It's just that I never really used it because back then Discipline was... Discipline and Revenant were 2 of the strongest. Everything is more or less balanced right now, Khaled. In fact, right now is one of the most balanced times in Dauntless, where almost everything is viable. Quickest way to get A the Sparks? Harry Bacon, I'm glad you asked because I've got a video on that. Give me 1 second. I'll get you that vid. Ta-da! Here you go, Harry. My channel has everything you need for everything. So, there you go. Now you know all the ways to get A the Sparks. Enjoy. So, let me just show you. Oh, sorry, Lady Neil. I didn't know you were still with me. Whoops. My bad.
Right there.
Anyway, this is a Revenant build. If you're not good with it, you're not going to deal much damage on it. Why? Because it requires precision and control. Watch how it's played. This one requires you to not take a hit. Lady Neo is literally just being an audience there. I love it. Thank you. You see, this creature's gonna go enraged, but I'm busy not taking a hit. So all I'm doing is casting again. And this creature's just like dying off. Look at that. This creature is 6 levels above me. And it's dead. Level 9 Drask. Like that. So it's not about the build, it's about your playstyle, Khaled. That's why there's no such thing as S tier weapon. Even if I tell you that this is S tier, if you don't know how to use it like me, you're not going to be very good. It's going to be a D tier in your hands. You see what I'm saying? That's why Dauntless is different. There's no such thing as tier list here. This is an Elden Ring. Your opinion on Torgador and Thrax weapons. Torgador weapons are really, really good. The Hellion UE is still very good for several weapons. And the Charog UE is fantastic for several weapons. Thrax weapons are a bit underpowered right now, but they may be making a comeback soon with one of my new revolutionary builds, but y'all gonna have to wait till next week to see that. I can show y'all a preview now. But just know that this is not ready yet. And let me see. Lady Neo, you wanna come and do an escalation with me? Let's show off this build. How do the Rev Orbs damage buff last for and how do they work? I am glad you asked because I got a build for that. I got a video on that.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, your channel is like Google for Dauntless.
Exactly.
Google anything and it will give you results in like milliseconds.
There you go, Aaron. Here's a video explaining everything about Dauntless. Everything about Revenant. Everything about Dauntless. Lol.
Sure. Yeah, indeed, everything about Dauntless.
Lol. Yeah, the Rift Sucker's UE, it's not bad. It's just that there are better choices, Michael Riley. Like, again, it's the same situation with Chronivore. There aren't very many good choices for Chronivore. So, what happens is that although you won't get, like, maximum DPS, it'll be, like, only maybe 100 less than some of the best builds. But still, for me, that 100 DPS difference makes a lot of difference. So that's why I don't do Thrax UEs, Thrax bonded weapons right now. But like I said, one of these builds may be making a comeback. You're about to see it happen right now. I'll demonstrate this build for you. This build's coming next week. Listen, of course, Legends, and of course, Pinky. Why do you think I started this channel in the first place? It was to help people with Dauntless. Then, well, the game is shitty, so now I've got a lot of other content coming too. But I plan to do this for any game that I stick around long enough with. You know, because that's what I do. That's what I do. I explain things to people and I share that information. That's why I tell people, if you're going to pay somebody, pay me. Because if you keep me and this channel alive, you will always have the best content. 24/7 guaranteed. Alright? Guaranteed. Because I'm an honest man. That's the difference. That's the difference right there. I'm an honest man. You don't want honesty, you can go find other people. They'll give you whatever the fuck they want, and then, you know, they'll say like, hey, sub to my Twitch stream or drop me bits or blah 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 blah.
They call him the explainer.
I tend to be, dude. I tend to be. Even in Paladins, oh god, have you seen me on that shit?
Yeah.
Is the Riftstalker Warpike good? I know you have. It's expression. Riftstalker Warpike good? Nope. Okay. Okay. Get away. There we go. This is where the fun begins. Also, I forgot that this was a different build. Now I got the mindset, right? This is one of the upcoming Umbral builds. I don't know why. I was telling everybody this is the upcoming Umbral build, but I was playing it like Agris build instead. And I was like, wait a minute. The UE is wrong. I was like, oh wait. Oh wait.
You trolled yourself.
Yes, I did. But that's okay. Sometimes a good man must troll himself. It is the way of the world. Oh, it's dead already. Elden Ring, Dauntless, Weird West is coming this weekend, and then Tiny Tina's Wonderland is coming next week. Next week, starting Monday. So look forward to it. And of course, Paladins. Paladins, I play with my girl. Which Warpike is the best currently? There is no best. Choose any of the builds on my channel, and you're good to go. Any of my endgame builds after patch 1.80 are good. Look, this Charg's already at half hit points. I love that. No Ponic, no Toshins, no Ponics. No Toshins, no Ponics. I love that.
Yes, Toshins.
No Toshins, no Ponics.
Potions.
Insta wounding. Anytime, anywhere.
Instant working.
And hello, Enderstyle. How you doing? You want to merc things? You trust an Asian robot build. You don't need potions and tonics when you can do shit like this. Oh, look, another wound. Already. All too easy. La 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 la. Oh, look, it's dead. We move on. Now, this is with a level 20 Warpike, so of course we are very strong for this, but I think you can see the TDK is very good. And that will hold true.
Why, yes, of course.
It will arrive next week, Khaled. It's still testing, but next week it will arrive, and you will have what you need. Striker build. All of my striker builds work on all elements. Start with my easy striker builds if you haven't started that yet. After that, you can move on to any of my endgame striker. You can do any element with that. Guaranteed. All my builds work for any element, regardless. Regardless of all. Or unless you're talking about being able to change the weapon. No. You never change the weapon. What you do is you use that one build for everything. You see, You never need to change the weapon element. It's the stupid way to play the game. Don't ever believe the older videos that tell you, oh, you need to have the appropriate element. No, you only need to do that in Heroics and Dauntless Trials, for which we have specific builds. Otherwise, don't bother. Just play it. You can bring the same build. I'm using Umbral in a shock escalation. Doesn't matter.
They don't penalize you enough.
This build coming next week. But my other builds are just as good as this one. This one just is a very high risk, high reward build. It's designed for pure damage. But you also die if you don't dodge everything, so it's up to you. That's why I say a lot of builds depend on the Slayer, not the builder, or not even the build itself. It's all about how you play it. Because if you play it wrong, well, there's nobody that can save you from that.
You can even use like Frost weapons and Frost Aska.
Yeah, you can use Frost weapons and Frost Eska and it's not even gonna matter. That's why I tell people, you don't need to bother with the elements. The only time you need to bother with the elements, Dauntless Trials, Heroic Escalations, for which we have specific builds on our channel. Anything else, if you're bothering with the elements, I'm sorry to say, but you've been lied to and you're following the wrong advice from the wrong people. Elements are stupid. They do not even matter. Because a good build will literally smoke everything, regardless of the element. And anyone here who has used my builds can testify to that. Just take the build anywhere and you're good to go. Yep, it only makes a difference in the heroic stuff. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. It's way better to have a strong build for most of the gameplay, like farming, the escalations, blaze works, all this. It's way better to have an appropriate build than an element focus build. Is Blaze Legendary Pike good? Yeah, I think we've got at least one build with the Hellion in. So yeah, of course I prefer others. Like I said, Bastion is probably the best to start out with. But the Blaze, but you build them all, because you never know when I'll come out with a build. And you never know when somebody will ask me to build a custom build. Like I said, anytime you want a custom build, heck, $30 and I'll give you one. Anytime, anywhere. I can build anything, anytime, anywhere. But that's why I say it's better to get all weapons in the game. But you should start by following the builds that are already posted, because those are definitely the best of the best of the best. And they will guarantee the strength. Okay, we're already at Malkurion. So, ladies and gents, very simple demonstration here. Doesn't really, element doesn't matter. All you need is a good build. Element is irrelevant. With the right build, you can literally do anything. Like so. This one will come next week. It's unreleased. It has not been released yet because it still needs to undergo some more testing. Only when it's fully tested and ready will I release it to the public. I do not reveal my builds on stream because, number one, people try and steal them and post them before me. Torque Striker build. No, one of the best bonds for Torque right now is actually the Boreas one. I mean, it's possible to do a Torque Striker build. Very possible. I've played with the idea of it. I wouldn't mind building a custom, but there are several other ones that are already on my channel that will do better. So you can use those first. Thrax Sword can be done, but again, it's not maximum efficient. Because Thrax right now with the sword, not a good look. Sword does better with the casting style, which is already up and online. The casting sword is available for everybody. That one is very strong. Because the Thrax Sword would be a similar style, but weaker.
James Landry subscribed to the channel.
It's a very, very easy. It's a very, very easy one to do.
I need to cleanse my dirty mind.
Enjoy, Cloaked. Enjoy.
Not even think about it.
But yeah, Torgadoro and Thrax doesn't necessarily mean you get max damage output. There are way better UEs out there. And that's why it's important to understand the math behind everything, because the more you understand the math behind Dauntless and how everything works, the stronger you get. Thank you for your company, Lady Neo. And thank you for helping me showcase my stuff. Like I said, we always have the best of the best, but again, that's where it comes down to. You gotta understand that sometimes, you know,
Ow.
you won't get max just by having a particular item. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be max output. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be good at all. It's not about the weapon. It's about the build, it's about the style, it's about how you put things together. And that's what makes the difference. And that's why my builds always work. That's why my builds are different from others. You can try it for yourself. Follow builds made by others. You'll find situations where they just don't work. Whereas mine will always work. Guaranteed. There will never ever be a difference. Yes, go get your endgame build. Have fun!
Okay.
Did you just take a shit in your chair, Truffles? Because that's what it sounded like.
Sure. If you don't believe it, I took a shit in my chair. But...
And you just went hit for no reason. I was like, okay. Maximum dumpage.
Maximum dumpage.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Got my last round of questions, guys. Then I'm gonna go off and chill. I might not play Elden tonight. I might actually just work on videos.
Okay.
Because, but I mean, I'll hang out with you guys in chat. I'll just work on videos and stuff. So I'll stay here and answer questions. If you guys have any other burning questions you guys want to ask, now's the time to ask. All right. I mean, you guys will see me tomorrow afternoon again, because, well, yeah. But you can ask questions now. Ask away. Ask away. You crazy people. Ask me now. Or receive a douche from me, like this. Yes, exactly like that. Now is the time to ask the questions. And I will answer whatever I can. Slava Ukraine.
What is this? RNG?
Alex
Jesus.
Kimray, no, you cannot. I do not usually rate builds on my channel. That's channel policy. The reason is because a lot of people get super offended, and either way, the only thing I do is direct you more toward my build anyway. Yeah, go ahead, Pinky. But if you really want to, you can submit it via a YouTube comment. And recently there was a... Did you see a video where I did... In fact, I posted it last night, where I compared my build versus somebody else's build. So you can... If you want me to do that, Alex, sure. But I may not do it right now because there's a lot of people that actually wanted that to happen. So yeah, let me know if you like. Take a look at that video, and if you're still interested, maybe send me a comment on Saturday. 6, just want to say I love you. I like you too, random citizen. Thank you.
Random citizen.
That's what Metro Man said in Mega Man. I like you too, random citizen.
Yeah.
Chain blades are in a fantastic position. They do some of the highest damage in the game, especially if you know how to use them. Nate Smith said, loving the content. You found me as a recommendation on Reddit, actually. Reddit is recommending me? I'm not even on there. Dude, that's crazy, because Reddit and the official Dauntless Discord hate my ass, Nate, so I'm surprised anyone on Reddit's recommending me. But, yeah, this channel is definitely recommended. Most Slayers just find me directly through YouTube. I am sort of like underground, but at the same time, popular with the people who are in the know, because they know that I've got the best shit. So, happy to help, Nate. Happy to help. Anything you need, I got you, bro. Top supporters who keep this channel alive always get the love. I love that quote too, Lion. It's a great quote. If anyone ever says they love me, I say I love you too, random citizen. Yes, always get the hunt pass. Don't get the elite. Well, I mean, I don't. Yeah. It's called the elite track. Sorry. Always get the hunt pass, but you only have to buy the hunt pass once, because the platinum that you get back from the hunt pass after you finish it, you can buy the next hunt pass. So you only need to buy the hunt pass once. Don't let Dauntless sucker you into supporting their random shit, because even if you pay them more money for cosmetics, they're not going to get better. What about the future of Dauntless? Depends, Nate. I think it's a great game to keep playing, and I'm always going to be here for Dauntless, Nate. That's what I'll tell you. It's a great game to enjoy, and while you're still new in Dauntless, you still got everything to experience. Enjoy it, because this is the only behemoth slaying game on the market, and that's what's keeping them alive. They're unique in that regard. I'll tell you that honestly. The only downside is that the devs, okay, and I'll tell you this honestly, Nate, the devs didn't stop an issue with racism, so I've told everybody to boycott the store. You don't have to. This is just something that they did. I received a racially motivated hate comment at one time, and it was from a Dauntless partner, and nothing was done to address this issue. So, unfortunately, that is why I no longer support the Dauntless devs and their support of this partner. So I no longer send in my ideas, suggestions, things like that, nor do I want to be a Dauntless partner. Nor would I think they would hire me, because it's clear to me that they don't care enough about their community. But if someday they make a change, you will see me advocate for them. If they make a change, a healthy change. But at the moment, I think Dauntless will have a stable future. I don't think it'll die or anything like that. Why? Because it's literally the only game of its kind on the market. I don't rate builds, Pinky. I don't. I do testing videos versus them, but right now I'm kind of backlogged, so I can't do any of that right now, Pinky. But if you leave a comment on Sunday, maybe I will. Maybe I will. It's a maybe, though. Now, if you decide to become a member in future or you donate, then anytime, anywhere, man. I serve those that serve the channel. So you think about that. You really want the rating? And you're willing to help feed my family? Trust me, anytime, man, anytime. But yes, coming back to the main point, I'll just tell you guys honestly. Dauntless does have a future, but they need to step up their game. The developers especially. My favorite weapon 6 is the chain blades. And yes, Khaled, I'm a chain blade main. It is my favorite weapon in the whole game. I am the best with the chain blades. There is no other weapon that I'm better with. And that's why I've got 55 reforges on the chain blades. And you're right, Michael Riley. Elden Ring builds, Tego? I don't think I'm experienced enough to build that. Maybe after I finish the game, do NG+. It might take about a month or two before I even do that. Do you think there'll be any major changes in the near future? They talked about an axe rework, but clearly that never happened. They also have the Radiant Escalation coming, but that's in May. So, and they delayed it till May, so yeah. Oh, 6. After the chain blades do more damage. Now, I don't know when you discovered me, 6. Maybe you only discovered me today. But if you've been listening to the other content creators, that's why you didn't know. The chain blades received a damage buff after the rework. So they were not only the best weapon in the game before, they're actually even better now. In fact, you can get even faster timings on the chain blades now than you could before. And that's no lie. Why? Because now it only costs 4 momentum stacks to do your slam to get max damage. So if you're following Asian robot builds, you can slam, and smoke your way through behemoths. One of these days, make me play chain blades. I'll show you. And Nate, I honestly hope that they will make some good changes, because I want to see more weapons in Dauntless. The fan base has been asking for a new weapon for 2 years, but honestly, nothing much has been done. So I wouldn't say I have a lot of confidence, but I can tell you, Nate, that I'll always be here to entertain the people. So don't believe in Dauntless. Believe in me, my friend. I will keep you smiling. Who has the highest reforge in the game? No clue. Probably some nerd who's never touched grass. I prefer to touch grass and grace occasionally. I chose the chain blades because they deal extreme damage. I find them very mobile. They have literally a free pull that you can just pull to the enemy. It's amazing. And yeah, the changes weren't bad at all. The changes were great. The changes made the chain blades way more viable. The only people that raged were people who, number 1, didn't understand mathematics. Number 2, they were morons and they knew that it would affect their stupid meta content. And number 3, they're not me. Vironic, do I have a chain blade build? I have dozens on my channel. Choose any of them. But maybe for you, Vironic, maybe you want to start with the easy build. In fact, I'll do you a service. I'll go get the easy build for you. Alright, if you really want chain blades, you really like them. Alright, here's the one that you need. You're going to need the one from 1.83 because this one because chain blades were reworked in 1.83, so you need to follow the one from... You cannot use the old one from 1.80. Me saying chain blades are bad? Never, 6. If you can find video evidence of me showing that chain blades are bad, that'll never happen, because chain blades, I have never once said that they're bad. I've been a chain blade main since day one. The only time I've ever said chain blades was bad was in one specific situation, but never after the rework. After the rework, I never said chain blades were bad. The only thing that I said was that the chain blade refresh would cause a lot of annoyance to people. Yes, it was the heavy attacks. Because of the heavy attacks.
The drunken.
I have never said it was
attack.
bad, because basically what I did with the chain blades was I started using the spin combos instead. You love the Chrono chain blade build? Well, I hope you enjoy that. You have that vid? Well, listen, even if I said it was bad, it's probably only the heavy attack. So, yeah, because I love the chain blades, and I still play the chain blades right after Reforged, so it might depend on the context where I said it was bad. But yeah, review the vid and let me know, because I would need to know the specific situation in which I said it was bad. Because the only thing that was bad about it was taking away the defensive mobility. I'm trying to recall what changed. The defensive mobility, that one was gone, yes. But once you got used to it, the damage was actually higher. And if you looked at my subsequent videos and subsequent streams, I'm pretty sure I said that the chain blades are some of the best weapons because they deal the highest damage. In fact, I think it was about 2 or 3 streams after that we immediately discovered that the chain blades had higher DPS after the rework as compared to before. Exactly, Nate. Monster Hunter has many weapon types, and that's what Dauntless needs. Is the hunt pass worth it? Yes. Because you can get back all your platinum and you just get free drip, so you may as well get it. Because if you're going to play the game, you may as well get it. And the next time it's free. So, you know, you're having a good time, right? You're having a good time playing the game. Support them once with one hunt pass. After that, never buy anything else. No, I do not, Alex, because I'm not a Dauntless creator. I refuse to be a Dauntless partner. I don't want to be a Dauntless partner. I am fully independent. If people want to support me, they don't buy from Dauntless because we do not support Dauntless. If people want to support me, they get a channel membership or they donate to the channel. That's the best way to support me. We do not no creator codes, and we do not have anything to do with Dauntless devs. We do not like them. A good chain blade build for endgame. Sure. You really want one? Okay. Here it is, the best of the best. It's called the Discipline Savate. To this day, it still remains one of the best. For me, at least. I love it. So here you go, Khaled. Enjoy that. And if you find that you cannot use it well, then it means Discipline is not for you. Go use the Bastion one. No problem, Khaled. But yeah, Alex, I do not have a creator code, and I refuse to apply for one, nor would I ask for one. Nope. You will never see me be a Dawn's partner. For Heroic Terra Escalation, the Heroic Terra Escalation, Ahmed, you can just follow the Chainblade build that I did, and just put the strikers on it, as in same type of striker weapon, same build, go do that. I just recommend the chain blades for Heroic Escalation, but you want the Terra Escalation striker build, you can use the same one that I posted. Just use the striker version of that, meaning that change the weapon to strikers. Okay? If you want a custom build, otherwise, Ahmed, it's going to cost you. Because I do not build custom, especially for Heroic Terra Escalation. It will cost you if you want a custom build. Doing great, Shahil. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I'm just chatting and chilling. Well, Harry, higher level behemoths have higher damage resistance. That's why Revenant builds are designed for players that know how to use them. The higher you go in the hunting grounds, you're going to be dealing with behemoths that have more and more resistance, so your damage is going to be less and less and less. They have tougher hide, more damage resistance, more hit points, everything. Behemoths are always stronger. That's why we test our builds against higher level behemoths, because as you go up in the game, the fights are going to get tougher. But that's why nobody ever levels in the higher level hunting grounds. If you look at my efficient leveling guide, Harry, we stop using hunting grounds around level 12. Then we use escalations. Why escalations? Because they're faster for leveling. If you really want to do the hunting grounds, be prepared for longer hunts around the higher level areas. They are possible, and I've done Blazeworks easily with my builds, but they're going to require you to be better at the game because that's where the skill comes in. You have to dodge, you have to understand the game well, and you have to understand your build well. If you start using Revenant at those higher levels, you're taking a big risk because, yes, the overpowered damage of Revenant falls off at those high end. That's why at the high end for Blazeworks, I tend to use more Bastion builds, or I might slap on Iceborne or Tempest. These are my favorites for the high end stuff. Tempest and Bastion, usually. Discipline, occasionally okay, but I find that sometimes Discipline can get you murked. Hey, Mr. Cream Puff, how you doing? I'm just chatting and chilling, having a good time. But yeah, you will always have damage fall off, Harry. Yeah. The higher level of behemoths always have higher damage resistance.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
just gonna
Mr.
add on
Cream
to what
Puff
you
is a
said
sip
just
for me.
now.
And yeah, go ahead, Truffles.
I was gonna add to what you said just now about like touching Grace and stuff.
Oh god.
But
you
I
dirty
forgot
dog.
about it. No. I forgot about it. Then after that, I saw Melina on Reddit. Then I was like, ah, yeah, right. I was gonna say occasionally touch Melina as well.
Oh god. Oh god.
What's wrong with you, Truffles?
Go find me some Melina porn.
What
Oh.
the shit?
This is your new assignment, Truffles.
I mean, you know that artist that I sent? Yeah, I'm pretty sure like she drew an NSFW for Melina.
Yeah. Why is it not in my inbox, bro? Why is it not in my inbox?
Oh God, here we go again.
Michael Riley, contrary to being told it's trash by so many people, no. Tempest is good. It's just that a lot of people don't know how to use it. It requires a special kind of knowledge to use. Raptor, can you help me out load-wise for trials? I release a trials build every week for the Dauntless trials. If you're new to Dauntless, then you should be starting with my easy build, dude. Someone who's new to Dauntless, just look up any of my easy builds for the weapon that you use. Let's say you use the Warpike. Search on my channel, easy Warpike build. Use that build. The one from 1.80 onwards will help you. That's what you want. If you do not build my easy build yet, don't even touch trials. Do my easy build first. They do not require any legendaries and no trial cells. After you finish the easy build, then you can go do the normal trials with potions. Discipline, no good for endgame. Discipline is great for endgame, but it's riskier in Blazeworks. See, Blazeworks is a situation where not only are the behemoths scaled very highly, but what you gotta understand is that it requires a lot of skill to use Discipline. Why? Because Discipline is an Omnicell where you need to use the parry, and after they made the parry 17 seconds cooldown, it became a lot worse. So for Blazeworks, I tend to favor Tempest and Bastion, as well as Iceborne, these three. I tend not to use Discipline and Revenant because they're more risky. When I go into Blazeworks, I always assess the risk. And for me, I'd rather just smoke the behemoths quickly and be done with it, because I'm not looking to die. The more time you spend dead, you're dealing 0 damage. Discipline is very good for damage, but it requires you to play sweaty. Same with Revenant. Revenant, very good for damage, but I'm lazy, and I've played this game for so long that I've got no reason to be sweaty. So I was saying earlier that I favor, for Blazeworks specifically, Bastion, Tempest, Iceborne. For endgame content, you'll see me using Revenant and Discipline 95% of the time. Why? Because if I'm just helping members level, or if I'm just doing the normal stuff like the hunting grounds, escalations, I always play Discipline or Revenant because it's just easier. You play sweaty? Okay, good job, Six. You go ahead and play sweaty. You go ahead and be the sweatiest person you can. I cannot be bothered. Because I've got nothing to achieve in this game, so there's no sense in me being sweaty.
Truffles,
Yeah.
what did you send me on Instagram?
Is he sending stuff? Shit, my phone's on charge.
It's a meme.
I can't look at it now. No, Truffle, I need you to send me the NSFW. What is this meme? Don't send me meme shit. I only want NSFW, okay? Go find me Melina porn now.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
Lord.
now.
The only one you're not allowed to defile is Ronnie. If it's Melina,
Speaking of Rani, I just
The
found a
rest
Rani on Jesus.
no. Melina.
I like how
LMK.
the moment you said Rani,
No.
Rani just appears.
Ronnie is illegal. Don't touch that Ronnie. She's a doll. We don't touch dolls here. Okay, any other questions before we log off for the night? I'm gonna hang with my boys and go shoot some vids. Any last questions, ladies and gents?
I'm pretty sure I can go into Pixiv and there's probably like a few.
Yeah, go for
Let's
it, man.
see.
Last chance, last chats, ladies and gents.
Last call.
Last order for any questions, if you have to ask now. Because if not, then we will go end the night.
Say you love
I'm
me.
sorry, Six, I can never do that. There's only one person I say I love you to, and that's Kaz. My wife.
Nice try, buddy.
Michael Riley, you got a question regarding legendary part breaking. Do they all have fixed identical HP for breaks? They should, but I don't actually know the HP amounts because I'm not nerdy enough to test that shit. Someone on Dauntless on Reddit probably has tested that stuff, but me, I don't bother. I just shoot until it breaks, and once it breaks, then I say if it dies, it dies. Bye, Mr. Kareem Puff. Lol, 6 crying emotes. I don't know. I could, you know, I could say it, but then I think about my wife and I'll be like, nah, I don't do that no more.
Bro.
My wife is important. That is why.
Your
No,
life
no
is
more.
more important.
I said my wife is more important.
No, your life. Because if you say that, it's going to be hard for you to live after that, you know?
Well, true, she would completely destroy me, but the point is also that I do care for her very much. No problem, Nate. Listen, I'll always be genuine. What you see is what you get. There'll be days where I'll just go off at somebody because I'm salty. There'll be days where I'll just be a little extra nerdy. I'm a real person. I'm just a real person behind a screen. I don't like to fake my personas like a lot of other people do. I don't like to do that fake shit because that's not the way I was raised. That's just not the person that I am, ever. No, don't be myself, robot. Keep being cool. For you, Mr. Cream Puff, for you, I'll always stay cool. My favorite anime? Don't have one. I read a lot of manga, though. Okay. Thank you, everybody. All right. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be back on Dauntless doing the same thing. I'll just be here answering questions, chilling with you guys. Because honestly, this was the best goddamn chat and chill session ever. So we'll do the same thing tomorrow afternoon. Why? Because I can. And because I'm that much of a nerd. I see you guys now. I'm going to hang out with my boys in the chat. That and I really need to pee. All right? I want to see all of y'all as members in future. Catch you later.